Di ko lang kung naispatan siya ni KLB doon. Mukhang oo, nakita mo yung flick of the wrist na mabutuhan niya.
Be careful, but he gets the shot.
Uy, grabe!
Receiving play pa. Duguan na nga ngayon si Centra. Elvin nakabantay. He's gonna get one. And also two huge.
Nakaya, pero wait lang, hindi pa rin tapos yun. Lahat ng action, masusundan pa. We are gonna be seeing prevalence race here dito sa house.
Ano doon, no? Flash grenade. PSA! Kitang-kita niya sa KFP.
Panibagong araw, puro action na naman ang ating makikita dito sa CFS SCA Masters Spring 2026. Kami yung mga kasama dito sa ating panel mo, Chid Salvatore Ngata, dito sa ating desk. Salvi, kamusta ka naman?
Goods na ako, Mochi. Nakakagalak nga naman no, na napapalapit na nga tayo. Ilang matches na nga lang, playoffs na, Mochi. And the plot thickens. Kita nga lang naman sa mga series kahapon. And what more pa kaya sa mga parating? No? So yun nga, magandang tanghali nga sa inyo. I'm hoping na kayo nga ay nasa pinakamagandang kondisyon kasi kakailanganin nyo nga yun kasi magiging solido yung ating mga experience sa mga parating na laban.
Totoo, no? Even after a couple of upsets na mataan natin kahapon, oh my gosh, lots of things just transpired from that. And boy, oh boy, I cannot wait kung ano ang mangyayari for today, no? Kasi balita ko, nagpalit-palitan lang sila ng mga kalaban dito. Pero let us check out nga, no? Total, inumpisahan ko na, no? Kung mga violent reactions from yesterday, umpisahan natin dito. Matches versus Alliance Gaming, wherein parang nakakagulat yung nangyari kung saan talagang namayagpag pa talaga yung mga hindi natin inaakala.
Definitely, no, naging maasim yung outcome nga nito, no, given the facial expression, no, Mochi. Kasi nga naman, we were given two amazing maps mula dito na matches tsaka ng Alliance, all for it to fall flat sa pinaka-anticlimactic na ending sa loob nga ng new compound, no. Ankara was one of the best examples sa pagkakaroon ng isa sa pinakamagandang playbooks kung ikaw ay matches at Alliance, setting up the standard kung ano ba talagang kailangan na makita sa isang pro team ng Crossfire. Ganun din sa Eagle Eye, no, we had 7-2. Tapos umabot pa talaga sa point na 10-8 natapos to, Mochi. And at the end of the day, Matches is still a top tier team na humahabol pa rin talaga sa level dito, no, ang Alliance. So, ganyan talaga nangyari sa new compound. Wala silang nagawang sagot kay Aldrin at kay Zach that combined for a total force para nga sa Matches.
And it keeps us thinking, no, na whenever na nandyan si Matches, walang pwedeng magduda. Kasi every single time, hindi nila binibigo yung mga tao, no? And laging napoprove wrong if they vote against them. Pero tignan din natin kung anong meron dito, no, sa susunod nating serye. It is just Querdas all the way, dude. I can't even imagine. The entire time na nanonood ako dito, parang nagugulat na lamang ako kasi parang hindi natin nakikita itong fervid being fervid nga talaga, no? Despite having ito si GK, despite having some people here from execration, and instead talagang ang lalalang talaga ni Querdas.
O siguro yun na buong galit ng Querdas sa loob nga ng subbase, no, na i-translate nga nila at nailipat nila papuntang Ankara. Pero eto syempre fervid, no, na 10-1 kayo sa subbase, for sure naman meron kayo dalang armas dito, no, heading into Ankara. Lahat ng dinala nga nilang armas, Mochi, natunaw dahil sa init ni Vincent at ni Yotib, two players that were sought after during the off-season. Nakakalain nga natin Vincent will be staying in the Gaon Gaming regiment, no, tas si Yotib, di mo akalain saan siya pupulutin nga ngayon, but Querdas had the better offense nga naman talaga, and the celebration was absolutely worth it. Sila lang ata, Mochi, yung tanging teams na nakita ko na may galak nga naman talaga at ngiti sa pagbumuka pag nakukuha nga nila yung panalo, pag napapaning sa kanila yung player cam.
Yeah, tsaka talaga makikita mo na lahat sila nagse-celebrate dito, no? Nagwawala silang lahat. Tapos yung nagbubukod tangilan dito na talagang nonchalant until the end, etong si Yotib talaga.
Si Yotib.
Tapos pagdating pa doon sa ating interview, parang siya, kailangan ko talaga ipanalo to kasi gusto talaga namin makapasok dito sa ating playoffs, which is very nice. Ay, tingnan mo naman yung itsura nila dito. Kaloka.
Mochi, valid no? Parang ito kasi isa sa mga
valid.
pinaka-impressive na wins mula nga sa Querdas, no? If you have a roster na 4 na players na patunayan na nga nila sarili nga nila na under a system, kinakatakutan nga sila, they're bound to be in a place talaga na pang playoffs talaga, pang malalimang crossfire. Querdas are a bunch of players na outlaws, kumbaga, naghahanap ng identity
Yes.
na parang they're trying to be themselves na pinapatayan nga na they cannot follow anything. Kung kaya namin sundan yung sarili nga namin sistema, pwede nga kami manalo. Kung matatandaan mo, no, Mochi, Yobs was once a project under Ubek Maniac, no? Ganun din kay Yotib. Kita mo nga naman, dahil nga doon, bilang produkto ng Ubek Maniac, sila mismo ang nakakuha. Sila din mismo yung naging dahilan kung bakit nanalo nga talaga ang Querdas. Kaya hanggang ngayon, kinocongratulate pa rin namin ang Querdas. Shoutout nga pala, Boss Vincent.
Totoo, no? Shoutout sa'yo, Boss Vincent. And hindi na rin ako magtataka kung sumunod sila sa yapak ng Ubek, no? I know that is quite of a bold statement, pero at the same time, being able to see them in their element, dude, nakakatuwa talaga silang panoorin. I can't wait to see more from them. Pero tawa na ang ating mga reaction doon, no? Nag-focus naman tayo ngayon sa laban ng JYE versus VP. Honestly, nothing much to say here because it's VP talaga, no?
Literal, no, Mochi, na nothing else to say kasi lahat naman talaga ng tao na nanonood nga nung broadcast nga nung kahapon, maski tayo, maski lahat ng mga talagang tutok dito sa Crossfire, pag nakita mo pa lang yung team ni Mochi, alam mo na talaga yung kakalabasan nga nito.
Yeah.
Fourth, pinili pa talaga yan actually ng JY, no? And it was not even close. Paano pa kaya talaga yung Ankara na where we saw flashes mula dito kay Franz at Jelan, pero kinulang pa rin talaga sila sa kalakasan ni Elvin, no? Scoring our match MVP. At meron nga tayong trivia neto, Mochi, no? Ehem. First 10-0 in CFS Master Spring 2026 was Virtus Pro's first set in Ankara. Actually, port po yan. Correction po. Versus JY Esports. Kung maalala din natin, no, Mochi, meron din collective na 10 zeros ang Virtus Pro in their career. Isang beses, no, laban nga sa acceptance. Pero sila din naman mismo actually naranasan, alam mo yun, Mochi, no, naranasan din nila na makatanggap ng 10-0. So it's only fitting na ngayon na Virtus Pro na ang nagdadala sa inyo ng 10-0.
Yeah, no? Parang times fly, no? Tsaka mabilis din mabaliktad ang mga bagay-bagay. And I think just shows nga din kung ano talaga ang kalakasan na angkin dito ngayon ng VP after all those years. Pero kaya naman, no, I feel like kailangan natin ng backup. Parang kailangan natin ng kasama. Kasi may pa-minigame ulit tayo, Salvatore.
Minigame?
Yes, may
Minigame?
pa-minigame tayo. Kaya sorry na tawa ako sa mukha ni Bipolar. So, welcome na natin si Bipolar and as well as itong si Sneaky Frog. So, kamustahin muna natin sila. Kamusta ka naman, Bipolar?
Ito, okay naman ako, Mochi, to a point na parang I'm just ready for the minigame ngayon. Tulad ng ating mga players mamaya, ready na makipagbakbakan. Ako, ready na akong matalo tong dalawang.
Wow!
Napaka-nonchalant,
Grabe!
pero ano yun, no? May dating, kumbaga.
Tsaka ang cute pareho silang naka-necklace ngayon, no? Tapos alam, cute na
coordinated
Gigi
talaga
pala
to, man.
tayo. That's nice. How about you,
Wala
Sneak?
kaming GC. Wala kaming GC.
Wala
Wala,
kami
wala.
DC.
Kami lang ni Polar, kahit dalawa lang kami. Pero, ayun nga, men. I can't wait for the minigame. Not gonna lie, medyo na-squander yung record ko, no? Kasi napa-FF ako na maaga kasi na-realize ko may masyado magaling yung kalaban. Pero this time, let's see.
Alright.
Okay.
Paano naman
Okay.
tong kasama ko na init lagi? Ikaw, ano bang thoughts mo dyan sa dalawang yan na makakatapat mo?
Basta ako, no, nakapag-review naman ako, no. Sana yung mga kasama ko din nakapag-review din.
Review?
Kakailanganin nila, Mochi, kita mo nga pa lang naman sa ating minigame sa baba, no. Kaya inaanyayahan ko rin actually ating mga viewers diyan, sa mga kayong gusto yung manalo ng kayabangan siguro, tsaka parang ganun.
Tama naman. Kaya ayan na, no, may pa-spoiler na it is going to be fag or bluff. Kaya sige, ilapag mo na yung overlay direct, no, itong ating paglalaruan. Sobrang
Ankara.
simple lang naman. Wala pa! Sobrang simple lang nitong natin, no.
Matches.
Sobrang simple lang na mechanics natin. Ang sagot lang dito, it should be fact or bluff. Parang true or false yan lang sa mga usual test or exam nyo nung kayo ay nag-aaral pa, no?
Ma'am, one
Pero, alam mo, hotdog ka. Pero again, meron tayong ipoprovide ng mga sentence dito. And hindi naman isa-isahin. Actually, mas okay na pakinggan ko na lang sabay-sabay yung mga sagot nyo. Mga catch-up ko naman yan. And then, syempre, pointing system natin dito is no longer sa unahan. It's already based on kung tama o mali ba ang sagot nyo. G?
Mhm.
Alright.
Alright, wait lang ha. Labas ko lang yung notepad ko. Mamaya
Alright.
magkamali ako eh. So, G tayo direct. Sige, pakita mo na yung una natin.
Fact.
Ayun. Crossfire was first released in March 2007 in South Korea by Smilegate, kicking off what became a massive Asian-centric FPS franchise. Is that a fact or a bluff?
Fact.
Fact. Kanina pa fact.
Alright.
Huwag
May sagot na
titingin
si
sa
Sneak.
ibang monitor, Salvi. Walang titingin sa ibang monitor.
Wala. My glasses.
Di ko kasi alam. Di ko kasi
Huwag mo
alam
alamin.
kung 2009 o 2007. Sige, fact ako.
Okay.
Fact ako dyan. Fact ako.
Okay, fact din. Mamaya may copy-paste yung mga sagot ni Sneak ah. Alright. Let's see kung fact nga ba yan, Direk. Is it a fact or a bluff?
Tapos bluff pala,
Fact
no?
siya.
Mm,
Okay.
fact siya
All
pa.
for one, no?
2007.
All one. Yeah, 2007. Tama naman talaga siya, no? And let us check the next one.
Pacific Water is the first PH team.
Pacific Querdas is
Wala.
the first PH team to qualify in an international crossfire scene in Crossfire Stars Season 1 and reached third. Is this a fact or a bluff?
Wara ba yun?
Bluff.
It's a bluff.
Okay.
Hindi ko i-explain. Bluff lang.
Yeah.
Papa-fester ko lang si Salvi dun sa gilid.
Oy, may plus points pala! So ano?
May explain ko.
Okay, sige. May
Okay,
additional
okay,
points
okay,
tayo pag
okay,
na-explain. Let's see.
Okay.
Isn't the first
May
team...
explain ba ni Polar? Kasi naalala ko. Ito ata yung ito yung ata yung season na parang nandun pa sila sila Mino. Parang first team ata to ni Mino. Sige, fact.
Ano yata yun, di ba? Energy
Alright.
Peacemaker yata tawag ng team.
Oo, facto.
Let's see. Yun nga ba ay fact or bluff, Direk? It's a bluff.
Oh!
I knew it,
Do
bro. I
any
knew it.
of
I think
you
wala pa
guys-
Pacific Wara back in the day. No?
W.
Wait!
Do any of you
Okay!
guys- Hindi talaga yan.
Okay.
So, meron bang
Hindi.
pwedeng makapag-explain dito sa nag-answer ng bluff?
Ako po.
I'm trying to
Pwede
remember.
po ako mag-explain.
Sige,
Pwede po ako
Salvi.
mag-explain.
Bigyan mo
Okay,
Salvi, bigyan mo.
natalo
Sige,
sila
go.
sa Battle for Third. Yun yung yun yung bluff doon.
Okay,
Yun.
almost. So, lalagyan kita ng 1 point. So, basically, yes, nag-4th place sila. Only behind Invictus Gaming, Modern Esports, and Qingsheng Esports. Okay, so technically, all 2 kayo kasi na-explain niya eh, kahit mali yung sagot niya. Okay? So, let us proceed sa ating next question.
What the hell?
Talaga siya. Alright, let's see.
May plus points yung technicality.
Yes, meron. PH first win in the international
Fact.
scene was in Crossfire Stars Global Invitational 2018 CFGI in
Fact.
China, where Pacific Macta swept Carbon. Fact for you, okay.
Fact.
I'm trying to remember if it was a sweep.
Is it this week? Sige ko.
Di ba?
Contemplate
I
kayo.
believe
Sige,
Compound
bro.
Mexico pa
Bro.
yung mapa nun. Compound Mexico ata.
Iniisip ko if Famous
Or Black
was
Widow
flying back in the day pare kasi Carbon ngayong kalaban.
Black Widow Mexico ata, I don't remember. Pero I remember it being a sweep talaga.
Ano yan?
Tapos actually, bago pa nila makalaban yung Carbon, all gamers na kalaban nila nun at the time. Wala na.
Kalmahan mo,
Na-convince ako ni
kalmahan mo.
Salvi. Na-convince ko ako na mag-factman. Kasi in-explain mo lahat sa akin eh.
Okay.
Binigyan ng sagot si Sneak technically, no? Pero
Kasi
oy, yung
pala
mga
false
may
lahat yun.
bonus
Fact pala
sa
ako,
10 na
ano?
points
Ayun.
more on sa mga bluff answers lang, ha? So, is it a fact
Pwede
or
ako
a bluff
plus
nga
points.
ba ito, Direk?
I swear.
Feeling ko panalo si Polar dito. Tapos binoga ko lang si...
It's a fact.
Mm.
It's a fact. Okay,
So it was a
okay.
sweep.
It is a sweep. Let us check ang ating next na question. Alright? All active players of veteran are batang 90s. Are they
Bluff kasi
batang
di nila alam yung
90s?
batang 90s. Di nila alam yung term na batang,
Wait.
so bluff yun.
Chinek ko yung player sheet kahapon. Teka lang Feeling ko lang
Okay,
Feeling ko
okay.
Ano yung feeling?
Bluff sa
Feeling-
akin.
Feeling ko fact to.
Hindi ko factor in man.
Bluff key
Kasi
Polar.
I'm going off of the fact na they are named veteran. And I think
Nandun
they
ako
did
eh.
play yata. Di ba sila yung naglaro, if I'm not mistaken, dun sa that 1C games, no? So,
Yeah,
ayun
yeah,
nga.
yeah. Silencio.
Okay. I like how Sneak relied on context clues. Let us check kung ito nga ba ay fact or
Walang
bluff.
sagot si Salvi.
Pero fact
Yes,
po ako,
walang sagot
fact
si
po
Sam.
ako.
Nag-fact siya, yeah.
FACT po.
Ayun.
Is
Polar may
it
hidden
really?
vendetta ka ba sa akin?
Amsin.
No.
Sumasalungat
kasi
siya sa mga
nasa
sagot
Philippines ka,
mo, no?
Salvatore.
It's a fact. Okay.
Ano score?
We have
For
4
two.
points for Salvi, 4 points for Sneak, 2 points for Polar.
Okay.
Okay
Sana
lang,
bluff.
guys.
Sana bluff yung next.
Alright.
Nagdasal. Okay, let's check ang ating next question. Execration. Nako.
Tanda!
Shoutout sa iyo.
ZYK?
Execration ZYK,
ZYK
born
lang
on
tanda.
March 22, 1992, is the oldest player in a team roster in CFS SE
Oldest ba?
Masters.
Nasa
Trivia.
comment section na yan. Fake news daw yan.
Ha?
Oldest ba?
1992?
Yeah,
Wait lang,
Siya daw-
isort mo lahat ng veterans na nasa Masters ngayon, pare. So,
Sige,
Sige,
go.
sige,
Yeah,
sige natin,
go. Go, guys.
Si MBA
Vincent,
pre, MBA.
Aldrin, MBA.
Vincent, Aldrin.
Mhm.
Tapos,
Damn, onti ng veterano this season actually.
Wala.
puro
Nasa
bata
iba.
sila eh, no? Si
Puro
Coach
ata.
Taps, diba?
I'm saying that guy's the youngest. Feeling ko
Feeling ko bluff.
this is
You know what, pre? Kasi parang on top of my head, parang si CYK na lang kasi yung active. Hindi, dalawa silang active pa mula sa Pacific roster. And feeling ko kasama nilang dalawa ni Aldrin. Fact yan. Fact yan.
Alright, how about you, Sneak?
yeah, I'll put the fact down, pero feeling ko mali yan eh. May
Hindi, isipin mo na lang,
ako.
pre, yung pinaka-active pa ng Pacific roster. Si Aldrin.
Ano kasi
Feeling ko
yan?
Feeling ko kasi bata pa si
1929.
Aldrin.
Alright, is it a fact or a bluff, Direk? Sige, ilapag mo na ang sagot.
Sabi na eh.
Do you
Sabi
have
na
any
I think it's one of the
explanation
veterans
to your
players, no?
answer ba, Polar?
Si
It's
Ako,
not veteran. It's not veteran.
Hindi siya execration
Si
ZY.
Aldrin?
Ano yan? March 22, 1929.
20.
29 na boy old.
Talaga? Wait. Paano ba
March 2,
napatanda
March
mo
2 lang.
lalo?
Sorry, March 2 lang. March 2 lang yan.
Okay.
Ito. Hindi si ZYK. Kasi
Si
Virtus
Si
Pro
Aldrin.
substitute na si Neruj is born on February
Oh my God,
26,
si Neruj nga.
1992.
Oh my God.
Guys.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
Alright. So,
We're
tama
counting
sagot
subs.
yung one half ni Bipolar. So, that's already 440 sa ating score. Okay?
Alright.
Alright.
Since we're going pressed for time, we will have a limit of 5 seconds. So medyo mape-pressure yung mga utak yung mag-isip, okay? At mapo-force kayo mag-decide agad. So sa ating next
Alright.
question, sige direct, pakita mo na yan. There has been over 60 maps of PvP in S&D mode in the history of Crossfire. Is it a fact
PvP.
or a bluff?
Natin kailangan malalaman niya. Black Widow lang naman nilalaro namin.
Bluff. Oh, bluff.
6,
Bluff.
7, 8, 9.
Bluff.
Bluff for
It's a
you,
bluff.
Polar. Okay.
I think bluff.
Binibilang ko
Napaka-OA ng
nakikita ko sa
60.
sa screen ko.
Pero history
ang
kasi.
daming nun eh.
Pero feeling ko hindi umabot ng 60, bluff.
Any guesses kung ilan?
Feeling ko
58.
35 lang. 35 lang. Kasi umiikot yung mga compound. Umiikot lang din yung mga sampa.
You have to think yung
PvP.
mga...
Ay, kasama
veterans
pati
as well.
TD, pre. Kasama
Yeah.
pati
Ay,
TD.
hindi. SND lang. Destruction mode lang, para. Destruction
Di-
mode.
Number
PvP,
lang,
oh.
guys. Number.
Of
58.
PvP in SND mode.
How about you, Sneak?
PvP. Okay.
Let's say mga...
Number daw.
If I were to punch a number in, mga 25.
Let us check. Is it a fact or a bluff?
This fuck.
It is a bluff.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, walang tumama. But yung closest sa inyo na sagot is yung K-Polar. 54.
Damn.
54 maps. Alright?
So 0.5 siya.
Deadly mode.
0.5. Iko-compute ko
Yes,
pa
come
ba
on,
yun?
guys.
Napahirapan niya yung trabaho ko, Char.
Sige.
Pero malapit na sa yung K-Polar. Saya. So let us check ang ating next question. Aside from a sniper rifle, there are 3 types of rifles: assault, battle, and lever action rifles. Is it a fact or a bluff?
False.
Bluff?
I bluff.
Di ba semi-automat? Ay, di. Assault, battle,
Polar
never action.
U-turn so fast.
Bluff. I'm going bluff.
Bluff. Nakalimutan lang yung BIP.
How about you, Sneak? Is it a fact or a bluff?
It's a bluff.
It's a
For
bluff,
sure,
it's a
merong
bluff, it's a
ano,
bluff.
there's like more than 3, no?
Kasi,
Is it
yeah. There's like,
3 types of rifles? Okay, let's see. Is it a fact or a bluff nga ba?
Oh, we're gonna be... Oh, my goodness. Oh
we
my
look
Actually, a
goodness.
fact.
We so stupid. We look so
What
stupid.
what counts as a rifle? Sa
yung
sa
mga
laro?
ano, yung mga semi-automatic, ganun, mga rifle yun, mga M14.
Semi-auto assault. Ah, sa bagay. Maybe kinount ko tuloy yung ano, yung heavy sa utak ko. Kaya napadagdag ng isa pare.
Alright.
I blame the M60.
Let's see
Grabe naman yung mga facts ni Kuya Kim, no?
grabe nga eh. Kung sino man yung gano'n ng mga questions na to, no? Talaga mapapaisip ka. So, let's see kung ano yung next one.
Next one pa.
STS Cano is currently the only player in CFS Master Spring SEA who is born in
Bluff.
the 2010s.
Bluff.
Bluff?
Hindi, diba?
For you?
Bluff.
And how about you, Polar?
Bluff.
Bluff. How about you, Sneak?
Bluff. 2016?
Alright,
CD.
let's see. Let's
CD,
see
diba?
kung bluff
Sino
nga
pa
ba
ba?
talaga to.
Si D tsaka si Lloyd, di ba?
Fact siya.
What?
Boy was not born in the 2010s pare. That guy is in his 20s.
Yup, yun.
Ilan taon na si D?
Halatado. Basta ano lang, mukha lang
Pero
bata
mga-
si Lloyd.
Sabi na
It's
kinarat ko
okay.
yung player sheet. Kaya pala binigay sa atin yung player sheet kahapon, no?
May pa-quiz pala sa atin, no? So, we have last 2 questions. Kaya tignan na natin, no? Kung ano ang
2000,
meron.
2009.
2000
2009 si D.
2009 si D.
Hindi
Isa
natin
pa
ginawa
rin,
yung
D.
mas pre.
Ah,
Hindi, si D talaga may kasalanan. For
Sana ni A7J
He born too
pre.
early,
Sana-
Oo, sinisinawan yung bata. Anyways. Sige, next question.
Hindi
tayo.
kasalanan ng kuya.
Omsim.
Execrate,
ZYK has been playing
talagang
for-
bunot si ZYK dito, no? Execution ZYK has been playing for
Hanggang
Pacific
2024
Mata
ba?
for 2013 to 2024. Is that a fact or a bluff?
Bluff.
2024 ba?
Bluff?
2025 siya sumali.
What?
Bluff.
How about you
Bluff?
guys?
Wait, 2013.
okay.
Hindi. Oh, 2013. No, he joined after si... Yeah, it's a bluff, I think. Bluff.
Ay, nagbibilang na.
Polar,
Fuck na lang sa akin. Fuck na lang sa akin. Nagbibilang na si
Search si
madam.
Polar.
Sorry, ma'am.
Ito nga ba ay fact or bluff? Minadali na yung brain cells ni Polar. I
Iniisip
think...
ko pa eh. Kung
Papakita
anong-
na yun ni Direk.
Feeling ko
In
may mali.
3, 2, 1, it's a bluff.
Kasi
Alright?
2025 siya sumali.
From year 2014 to 2024 only.
2014. Kasi
Tanggalin niyo yung
Hindi.
point sa atin.
Dagdagan nila ng piso.
Bakit? Bakit? 2024 nasa Makta pa siya ah.
yeah. 24 Makta pa lang sila. Makta pa lang yata sila.
Infirma ba? Iba ba yung Makta Infirma sa Pacific Makta?
Omsim.
Iba ba yun?
Get
Iba
wrecked
pa.
by the specifics.
Get
Natalo
rid of
tayo
the
sa specific pre.
Okay, again, check natin We have 5 points for Salvi, 5 points kay Sneaky Frog, and 4 points kay Bipolar. There might be a chance na matayin niyo ito for everyone, no? For
Polar can
Bipolar.
buzzer
Or
beater.
isa sa inyo yung umangat dito. Kaya ipakita na natin yung ating pinakahuling question.
Polo, pag
Okay.
nakuha mo to, panalo ka na.
Execution
Execution
has the
highest
highest
average team
average team age
age.
among all
Fuck!
the Master Spring
Fuck!
2026 teams.
Fuck!
Bakit usapang edad to?
Fuck the fuck.
Fact or bluff? Sige, go.
Fact.
Pili ko bluff kasi gawa ng veteran. Ang nagpapababa sa average age ng execration si CBN eh. So bluff ako.
Alright. I see.
But the top, it's top heavy pare.
If this is
It's
a
fact,
bluff, Salvi, tingin mo sinong team yung pinakamatanda? Average.
Either veteran or Virtus Pro?
And let us see kung yun nga ba ay
Virtus
fact
Pro?
or bluff. Grabe naman yung sa Virtus Pro.
What is he on?
I doubt it's a Virtus Pro, but yes, it is a
What?
bluff. And tama ka that it is veteran. Kasi yung group
Takeaways
average
point,
ages
man. He said
natin
Virtus
dito is 27 on their end. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah. To be exact, 27.83. Wow, we
Grabe.
pa decimal. Diba, no? Pero ayan, no? And it seems like you secured additional 2 points because of that. So, Salvatore pa rin ang panalo dito for
I think
today's
dapat minus 5
video.
points siya for saying Virtus Pro.
For saying
Dami
Virtus
niyang
Pro.
ginawso.
Pero thank you so much sa ating mga casters, no? Do you guys have any final possibly violent thoughts dito sa laro natin? Start tayo kay Bipolar.
Next time, tungkol naman po sa ngipin yung photobooth natin para thank you po.
Dapat yung
W
kasama
prod,
mo, Moch.
W
Yun yung
prod.
masasabi ko.
Thank you, Prod.
Grabe, no? Pero maraming salamat sa ating mga casters at makikita natin uli sila mamaya once na magsimula na ang ating laban. Bye guys, thank you! Thank you sa pamungulit. Grabe ka dun, Mi. Ba't ganon yung utak mo, no? In a good way, no? Ba't ganon? Pero congratulations sa'yo.
Mochi, alam mo sinasabi mo, hindi mo sinasabing in a good way.
In a
Hindi
good
ganun yung
way talaga
nararamdaman
siya,
ko.
Pi. Promise, in a good way siya. I swear, I swear. Kasi for some reason, nare-recall niya yung mga bagay-bagay much better than everybody, which is weird. Pero, you know what? Tapos na ang ating pag-minigame at pag-pantitrip sa isa't isa. I-check naman natin ang ating standings because it seems like there are some changes here, specifically sa ating 1-2-6 slot.
Well, to be fair, no, Mochi, this is like one of the standings talaga na nagkakaroon na nga ng onting hulma. Like, this is one of the few standings that I can justify bakit nandyan talaga ang Virtus Pro. Why Team Stallions, pwede pa nga sila sumapit dyan sa number 2. Pero gaya nga ng sinabi ni Coach Tanks, no? Like, total domination. For sure naman, di sila papayag dyan sa number 2 spot na yan. Matches securing that huge wins against Alliance nga kahapon prompts them to number 3. Doon ko nga talaga sila ni rank. Pero the biggest surprise actually, no, was the jump from Querdas from number 6 to number 4. Yan talaga ang pinakamalaking jump na nakita ko, no? And with the remaining games na nakita ko for Querdas, I do believe na pwede nga nilang masecure na yung number 4 na yan. Probably overtaking Forbidden Execration, no?
Exactly, no? And I feel like the only challenge here is that kung masyadong madikit yung ating match results dito, no, for the likes of Querdas. Pero I feel like with the current stature na meron sila ngayon and after the game that we have from yesterday, I feel like hindi nga malabo na kanila na ata to possibly itong ating 4th place dahil ang makakatapat lang naman nila ngayon is going to be Alliance Gaming followed by Fervid versus Matches and as well as Execration versus JY Esports. And you know what? I can't wait to talk about our predictions as well kasi from yesterday, I feel like it sparked a lot and different a lot of differences kasi based from how we usually do yung ating mga predictions before, based on history, based on individuality na meron dito sa ating mga teams ngayon, parang naiba just because of the games na sasaksihan natin from yesterday.
Definitely, no? And mas gusto ko rin, na-intrigue din ako, no, Mochi, sa mga predictions natin for Fervid and Matches. Kasi Matches look kinda tough, no? Parang sumabit lang talaga sila doon sa first 2 maps nga natin and ultimately ended with a dominating compound. Pero etong Fervid na to, they're out for revenge. Medyo mapait, maasim, masakit ang dinanas nga nila kahapon nga sa Querdas. And we would want to see a very angry, very evil na Fervid nga, no? Na talagang tatanggalin ang Matches doon sa top 4 spot na yun. At sila nga naman yung aangat. But also, speaking of upsets and speaking of being out for revenge, no, yung Alliance, pati na nga rin yung Querdas nga na yan, is also one of the matches na magdedetermine, no, Mochi, ng ating kalagayan and stability of our team standings. Kasi nga, Querdas wants to maintain the number 4 spot kasi nga ayaw na nga nilang paagawin yan sa matches or even execration. Pero Alliance is sitting around number 7 which is one seed outside bago tayo sa top 6, no? So, kailangan
Yes.
manalo ng Alliance Gaming dito.
Sa totoo lang, no? And even after their fight against matches from yesterday, no? Unfortunately, they already had it eh. Initially, hawak nila ang beat. Pero unfortunately, parang nung nasundan yun, talagang nautakan sila ng malalaan dito ng matches. Kaya naman, tignan na natin kung ano ang meron sa ating mga predictions. I think ay papakita dito because it is going to be more
Ooh.
on Querdas, no? Pero si Bipolar, may iba siyang insights dito, no? Sabi niya, 2-1 in favor for Alliance Gaming. At mamaya itatanong din natin yan sa kanya.
Paano pa si Sneaky, no? Na parang di na talaga binigyan ng
Diretso
pruweba
na,
dito,
no?
Alliance, eh, no? Rekta na daw 2-0, merienda na daw kagad ang Querdas, no? And the best outcome nga naman talaga, no, is outside of our predictions. What if lang naman, no,
What
Mochi?
if?
Baka lang naman kung 2-0 ng Alliance tong Querdas, eh, no? It's possible. Sa lakas nga na meron nga sila. But with Querdas' level nga right now, it is impossible for us to see a sweep between these two teams, at least in my opinion, no. Kailangan talaga umabot nito ng 3 sets for us to maintain para makita din natin, para ma-benchmark yung pressure line nitong Alliance, pati na nga rin itong Querdas. And speaking of the pressure, no, Mochi, pakilala na nga natin ang team na to being Alliance Gaming. And I'm very much excited to witness this team after that hard-fought loss kahapon nga sa matches, no? And they're now out for revenge. Alam mong galit na nga sila ngayon makuha yung panalong yan. And with the pressure amounting sa loob nga ng new compound, Bochi, what do you, feeling ko lang naman na mawawala na yung lahat heading into this series because this is one of a kind series para nga sa kanila because they have nothing to lose.
Yeah, that is true. And I really do hope that is the case kasi we saw some players from them faltering, no, during that last map. And I feel like there is quite of a new look that some of our players din dito na lagi natin nakikita as match MVP here from AG is hindi ata talaga nakamit yon ngayon. And I hope, no, na nakuha naman nila yung mental reset necessary. Meron talaga or madalas talaga merong tendency of overheating after a really well-fought match, no? Or a well-fought map. Pero ito nga ang ating history galing dito, no? Series of losses after the couple of wins na namataan dito for JY and Raidas. And since like if there is any time for them to break this lose streak, I think the best time would be now.
Kita mo nga naman, no, Mochi, it's not going to be easy for Alliance head-on, eh, no? And this is absolutely a must-win even yung Virtus Pro Execration Series na kakaharapin nga nila for the following weeks, no? So, dito pa lang, kailangan na nga nilang i-establish yung comeback story nga nila, Mochi, tulad ng ginawa ng matches last year sa regional finals, you know? After losing 3 consecutive, they won 4 consecutive naman to qualify as the 4th seed. So, kayo naman, Alliance, you know, give us an amazing story. Mala Cinderella nga, no? Win the next 3 series, tas pwede pa kayong umabot ng number 6 dito sa ating playoffs.
That is indeed the challenge dito for Alliance Gaming. Pero tingnan muna natin ang binanggit dito ni AlQQ, no? Pero para matawag kaming tunay na contender, hindi sapat ang isang team lang ang matalo. Kailangan namin mapatunayan na kaya naming makipagsabayan sa kahit sino. Kasama na ang Querdas, Esports at iba pang top teams. And grabe acknowledge talaga nila dito si Querdas Esports for all the good reasons.
Yeah, definitely, no? Kasi isa naman talaga, Mochi, no? Tulad din ng Gaon Gaming, tulad ng Acceptance, Envy Gaming last year, even Vanguard. Isa yun sa mga teams na masasabi mong harang talaga sa pangarap, eh, no? And Querdas now is next in line para doon sa naratibo nga na yun. Who would you have thought, Mochi? Who would have thought na tatalunin ng Querdas kahapon ang Fervid tapos naging alanganin pa yung playoff venture ngayon ng Fervid because of that. Baka hindi na nga nila makuha yung pabor na seed dahil dun sa series nga na yun, eh, no? So Querdas really wants to be in that kind of place na sila mismo yung magiging dahilan bakit may mga ibang teams kasi nga hindi kayo sumasabay sa level namin. Pero I'm really, really excited and stoked kasi nga eto na yung Alliance Gaming na makikita nga natin na galit talaga para sa panalon to.
Yeah, for sure. Nagigil sila ngayon because they need it more than ever. Kaya naman ipakilala na natin ang kanilang challenger na ang Querdas Esports. Ganun pala yung gigil, no? Pero anyways, namataan natin dito for Querdas from time and time again. It's always Yotib being able to soul pillar the spark that keeps everything going, that ignites the fire para dito sa kabuuan ng Querdas. At itagtag na rin natin dito, no, si Vincent, that's it's been able to actually not only guide but also facilitate all of the things and responsibilities going on sa ating mga laban.
Who'd have thought, no, Mochi, one singular major role change para kay Vincent from backup player ng Gaon to now an attacker para nga sa Querdas was so enough. Rinig na rinig mo, kahit hindi mo narinig ngayon pa lang. Parang grabe na yung birit dito ni Vincent, lalong-lalo na si Yob sa The Ubek Maniac project, no? At yeah, Querdas Esports definitely is a solid roster sa papel pa nga lang naman no? Despite the exit of Chris, pati na nga rin si Jake, yung reformed na roster ng Querdas, akalain mo nga naman, Mochi, defeating Trapstar to qualify for C Masters and giving us an amazing series kahit talo sila sa Virtus Pro and matches. We saw the potential sa loob nga ng Stallions pero di natin nakakalain no, Mochi, na yung potential yon pwedeng mag-bloom dito sa series up against Fervid. And take a look at their upcoming series, no? We have Execration and JY for their closer, no? And at least, no, manalo man sila sa Alliance ngayon, I believe they're now in playoff berth ngayon. Parang garantisado na nga yung placement nga nila dito sa ating playoffs. Magkakatalo na lang talaga sa round differential in technical terms. Pero yeah, yun na lang yung iniisip dito ng Querdas, no? Take that win against Alliance, push the momentum, talagang sirain talaga kagad dito yung mga narratives ng mga ibang teams, especially Execration for next week, no? So yeah, high expectations, no? Minsan lang natin sabihin to, Mochi, sa Querdas, pero we have high expectations for Querdas heading into this series.
Couldn't agree more with what you have mentioned, no? And I feel like this is going to be the additional question dito for Querdas is to prove na ang kanilang pagkapanalo against Fervid yesterday is not just a fluke and not just because of a good day. At sabi nga dito ni Vincent, no, looking forward for the Virtus. This message is for your team. If we meet again in the game, we'll defeat you. I'll do my best part as IGL of Querdas Esports. Aura! Kung aura talaga ang binagyan
Parang,
ni Boss Vincent.
Mochi,
dito,
lumelevel,
man.
no? Lumelevel sa sinasabi ni
Lumelevel.
KLR. Parang ano yun, no? Parang may gusto siyang sabihin kay KLR ngayon, no? Boss Vincent, ilabas mo na. Gusto naming marinig yan. Pero yeah, grabe nga naman kasi, no, after that very disappointing series against Virtus Pro, ikaw din, no, maski rin ako, kung ako rin si Vincent, yun din ang sasabihin ko actually, no, I am out for revenge. And what better place to settle it, no, other than a best of 5 playoff series na alam mong spot mo papunta nga si Master Summer ang nakasalalay dun, no? So yeah, we will be seeing an amazing dance class dito sa loob nga ng Alliance versus Querdas. Pero ngayon pa lang, no, Mochi, I can't believe na we're pairing these teams for an upcoming playoff match, no? Mali mo nga naman, Alliance, pwede nga nila makatapat ang, let's say, what? Execration. Itong QD, talagang dineclare na nga nila na Virtus Pro yung minamatahan nila. Kaya itong week nga na to, no, Mochi, is just filled with competition at alam mo talaga na yung body-body na tropa-tropa, wala na yan pag-usapang playoffs na.
Totoo, no? Parang doon na talaga nag-iinit at nagiging seryoso ang lahat na wala na talaga silang minamantaan ng mga tropa o kakampi dito, talagang yung team lang nila. And oh my, I'm really excited ko ano nga din yung mga mapang paglalaroan din natin dito. Kaya ipakita din natin yan for again, ALG versus QE. We will be prioritizing Black Widow. Tsaka, alam mo, I like this Parang ito ata yung lineup ng mga mapa natin, yung first two, na pinaglaruan ni Alliance Gaming and Querdas back in Impact, wherein in Black Widow, dito natalo ni Alliance Gaming ata itong si Querdas. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I believe, no, Mochi, I believe it was a 2-0 in favor of Querdas na at the time. Pero tama ka, parang eto ata yung map dito na nakita nga nandun at the time. Pero kung maalala ko, no, dumaan ako sa live isang beses ni Nuken, parang ayaw niya daw ng Black Widow. Pero jokingly niya nga lang sinabi yun. Pero napaka full circle moment naman para piliin ng Alliance out of Ankara, out of Compound. Black Widow yung pinili nga nila in the first map. Kung maalala nga natin, no, Querdas delivered the killing blow up against Virtus Pro inside of Black Widow. So this is something that I do believe na parang kakaiba kung titignan, no. I believe it was not Virtus Pro, no, correct me if I'm wrong, pero I believe it was matches, no. So sorry for that misinformation, no. Pero feeling ko tumatalon doon sa dalawang teams nga na yun, no. But nonetheless, no, it is still filled with experience. It's something ill-advised na piliin talaga yung mapa ng kalaban mo, no? Pero para sa Alliance Gaming, this is a team that is fully conditioned at alam na nga nila yung papasukan nga nila pagka lusob nga nila inside of Black Widow, no? And yeah, yun lang ang masasabi ko dito, no? Good luck to both teams kasi magiging solido tong series na to, Mochi.
Good luck to both teams indeed, no? And I really do hope that ALG would prove us wrong, no? Na limasin nila lahat ng mga predictions natin dito. Total lahat tayo pumabor kay Querdas after the absolute cinema of a series na namataan natin from them yesterday. And I do think na just in a bit is magkakaroon na rin tayo ng chance para may hand over natin dito. I think it is time for us to give it away sa ating OA and nonchalant tandems, Sticky Frog and Bipolar.
Ayun na nga, no, maraming salamat Mochi and as well as Salvatore. It's time for one hell of a matchup, Sneaky Frog. Ang labanan na parang will dictate their next journey towards Masters. Any thoughts pagdating dito sa laban natin, Sneaky?
Interesting, no, Polar, na both of these teams were in similar spots dito sa group stage natin. They were kind of quote-unquote yung title na dark horse, no, dito nga sa ating group stage. And I feel like Querdas, obviously, with the defeat over itong Fervid yesterday, where Fervid literally crumbled, no, dito sa ating map number 2, especially by the tail end. Feeling ko mas na-embrace na ngayon ng Querdas ang pagiging, dark horse dito sa group stage natin. Obviously, they are surprising yung mga teams na nandito sa stronger side ng table. Pero paano naman sa AG, no? AG, I was a bit worried para sa kanila kahapon, especially dun sa new compound na yun, man. Feeling ko nagkaroon ng break round and then hindi na sila nakabalik, no? They were on full tilt the entire time, and feeling ko yun nangyari din that one specific round where it was 6-3, I think 5-3 yata yung score, or 6-3 as the half turn, first half pa lang yun, or first round of the half dito sa new compound, and Nuken missing twice dito sa long. So obviously na apektado sila ng tilt nung time na yon, and that is why mas nag-lean ako sa side ng Querdas pagdating sa predictions, kasi na question mo yung mental fortitude ng Alliance Gaming pagdating sa series na yun, pare.
Yeah, very much. Alam mo, you're talking about mental fortitude, and I feel like same applies to Querdas, pero with the help of Vincent, mas nagiging, alam mo yun, naglalak in agad kasi si Vincent after a round, sige, rekta agad, gawa tayo play, we will win this round. And that's intense coming for ALG na parang will the emotions eat them up dito sa laban na to. Kasi honestly, Sneaky Frog, I am in favor for ALG here sa ating prediction 2-1. Pero after seeing the map dito, man, this is a Querdas map all game. May laban dito ALG in the first map, pero yung Querdas, they know how to play new comp. They know how to play the next two maps going on forward. So I feel like there's really a shift in momentum. Kailangan dito ng ibang angas ng ALG, kasi angas na tutok lang can only get you so far. Lalo na't kalaban mo dito Querdas that has a lot in their bag.
Yeah, I think you can definitely get away with that sa Black Widow, pero pagdating sa mga ibang mapa, I don't think that kind of style will definitely net you a win. I feel like yung rason kung bakit na pinik ng Alliance tong Black Widow, I feel like they're looking for stability kasi sobrang unstable ng past few series nila, no? So, okay, let's go back to yung bread and butter natin, which is the Black Widow. Can I hear the call?
Safe zone. Tol,
Guys, I think my safe
sniper. Patay. Door mid.
Oh my goodness! Yote already.
Esta.
They're going in as well, no? Sneaky. 2 minutes into the game, they're already running in towards the B side. Wala. Segundo. Yote now gets a 2K. Pero yun, push to the HK. Wala na. Parang tapos na agad ang ating first round in 2 minutes into the game, Sneaky. What the hell happened?
So, yun po, no, 25-second execute para dito sa Querdas to go into the B site. And gulat na gulat dito yung Alliance, that's for sure. They were expecting na yung Querdas magsuslow hold muna sa start ng round, maybe look for some map control and maybe some slow fights. Yun nga, iniisa-isa lang, pero hindi man, Querdas straight up rushing itong B site natin. And that's the pace we need to see galing sa QD, especially pagdating sa BL side, pare.
Akalain mo na may respeto yung dalawa, no, sa first round natin, pero ang linaw ng focus lens dito ni Vincent, dire-diretso lang towards B side at talagang pinapahimik yung mga players doon. This time, Del QQ able to find some people pero only one will fall down. And QD, back off lang. They already got control of short. Ngayon, tatayin ka laban. Hopefully, there's some action now for ALG.
And don't have to commit fully, no, dito sa A-side take natin, pare. Pwede nilang bagalan yung mapa para ma-split ang defense between B at A-side. Kaya napapatapon na nga si Justin dito sa B. So that is gonna shift yung attention ng mga ibang alliance players. Papunta sa B, pero papunta ng A sila, Polar.
So, ginamit yung sarili. Oh! Well done,
Hello.
Vincent will kill him off. They can plant the bomb. And hold na lang dito ng A-side. Tignan mo naman, may insurance play pa with Justin in mid. Or going towards mid. Both players dito sa may doe A. Yetcha, good nade and good shots flying by. It's all up to one player pero tinatalo na ni Yetcha. They are online, Sneaky. QD is putting up a force.
Yeah, one of the two attacking forces no dito ng Querdas pare, as well as itong si Yobes. Pag na-online tong maaga itong si Yetcha, especially pare, the amount of space na pwede makuha ng QD ay malala. Pero Vincent with a shot on towards the LQQ. Yotib getting kay Cedric. Vincent nakuha na nga si Prose. And Polar, it seems like I'm getting a bit more confident about my pred pare.
Yeah, I mean, I can feel it as well, Sneaky. It's a long A massacre every time Yotib is there. At tingnan mo naman, wala rin magawa dito si AlQQ. Aray mo, Yobs! Yobs, kalma mo! Yobs, kalma mo, Yobs! Yobs, kalma mo!
Di pala natin napag-usapan no, Polar, yung sniper matchup natin dito sa mapa. I'm actually very worried dito kay Nuken at kay AlQQ kasi you literally have possibly the most improved sniper dito sa kabilang side ng server pare, on the name of Yotib. And the way Yotib's moving, man, parang nasasabayan niya yung the best of the best dito sa group stage. So, gonna have to be careful pare.
Sneaky. I feel like I can redact my predictions right now. Pwede ba natin balik sa panel? Bawal ba? Bawal balik sa panel.
Hindi. You have to believe. You have to believe.
I believe. Nonetheless, Sneaky, I do believe. But with what's happening right now, it looks like it's a back and forth. Nonetheless, Sneaky, look at
Yotib's
this.
in long.
Out of pressure dito sa long. 18 si Yotib! Oh my goodness! Pinalampas lang! Vincent din! Talagang diretso lang. Mapapakanta ka ng... Si Yotib, naglalabas na dyan. Si Vincent din, isa na lang tuman, si Nuken pa. I mean, Nuken is a one hell of a player pero he's been hitting the shots in the wall pero wala sa katawan ng kalaban. Yobs to get the final blow. Tignan mo naman.
Goofy.
Ang kulit mo.
Nag-i-emote sila men pagkatapos ng round win and just
IRL, no?
just added
IRL.
to the disrespect na nangyayari dito men, and look at the disrespect towards the long side. Justin
Justin.
napayuko, Yotib namatay, pero si Justin lumabas na dito ng EBR, getting 2 with 1 spray. AlQQ down, DelQQ wala, Yobs tamang emote lang pare.
Natatawa ko, nakikita mo yung tatlong players tapos si Yotib, nagawa niya. Problem. Oh my God, wait lang. This might be a very open area for AlQQ. Saglit lang. Kalaban pa din to. It's still playoffs. Might just not still be secured para dito sa QD. Nag-aangas na nga dito towards Long B si AlQ. Si DelQQ actually. Tatlong players. Biglang tumahimik ang QD.
Yeah, they could just kind of send it sa last round, not gonna lie. So, medyo nampamadali dito ng QD. Siguro na-excite. And maybe too excited itong si Yetcha pare. Pero si Yobes makikita na nga na naka-peek si Nuken. You know, Yobes not usually on the sniper pare. That's actually a really nice shot.
He's failing everything right now, Sneaky. I feel like nasa flow state na si Yobes. Tapos emote ulit after. Pero
Omsim.
players on mid. Long A ulit. Mukhang pasado dito ng ALG.
Spotted si Frozy.
Yep.
Yun lang.
Still comebackable, man.
Definitely. Pero they have to get one more kill, for sure. They have to get one more kill kung gusto mong masabing possible to pare.
Yeah. Cedric, close by, smokes up. Still 1 minute into the game. Aware naman sila na may possible pressure sa may likuran pero Yobs scaling up now. Yobs found out and Justin left alone with 1 HP. No more ALG. Now in the board, kabaliktaran ng player comes natin, Sneaky. Ang seryoso ni DelQ.
Grabe men, sobrang na seryoso ni Del. Naging vertical siya pare. He's gonna have to do a lot more than that. And then QQ, nako po, doesn't need to go vertical. Instead, goes horizontal on Justin and he goes 6 feet under. So 4 versus 5. Good start para dito sa ating side ng ALG. And do they have to peak at this point? Para feeling ko din eh.
Yeah. I think aware na rin dito yung players natin for QD na may triple TRG setup ngayon ng ALG. And that's desperation though for ALG. Kailangan nila instant pickoffs. That's why triple snipers ang nakikita natin.
Spotted.
This time you can spotted si Obs. Easy shot. But nonetheless, tuloy-tuloy ang puwersa dito sa may Storby.
One good flash would definitely get them B-side pare. Pero ang ganda ng angle dito ni Del. Doesn't hit the shot actually dito kay Yotib. Yotib, EBR in hand. Triple nade dito sa kapaong. Froze still alive. 2 versus 3. Possible. Pero makakross ba sila? Yan ang tanong.
They do have a smoke to use pero nawawala na Sneaky. Kailangan nila ikalma again. A 2v3 situation. Nuken rushing in. Scaling up mula sa water. Both players still in the site. Hinahanap nila kung pwede ba sila magplanta ng bomba pero kay Cedric now.
3 house.
Will push in 40 seconds in the clock kay Cedric. Nag-aantay ng timing. This might just be around for QD once again. Pero never mind. Yetja falls down. Vincent mag-isa na lang dito sa may doors. At nahanap na nga inipit. At kinutsilyo ang ulo dito ni AlQQ with the shot coming in. And that's a comfortable 2 rounds for ALG. Pero QD, nasa kanila pa rin ang bola, Sneaky. Timeout muna ng ALG.
Sure. And yun nga, Lions finally finding some success dito sa mapa natin, no? And itong Querdas, I feel like the overconfidence is now starting to kinda, kill them dito sa mapa natin. Obviously, yung priorities nga dito ng Alliance, no, is to really, try to prevent long A from being taken. Kung di yun yung priority nila, obviously, it will be mid. And yun nga, I think yung problema lang yata dito ng Alliance is medyo nagulat lang sila sa simula ng game kasi sobrang bilis talaga ng pacing ng Querdas. So obviously, you have to keep up with yung PL side, no, all throughout the mapa natin. Pero ngayon, Alliance now kind of got the hang of it. Kaya I wouldn't be surprised if Querdas starts to slow down dito sa next few rounds natin, man.
Yeah, I mean, they were running off of pure adrenaline lang, no, yung QD natin, tara, diretsoy natin to overwhelm the players coming for ALG. And just like what you've said, di nila alam kung paano hawakan yun kasi nga, they were expecting slow rounds, but ibang plano dito ni Vincent. So, let's see. We do have still ilang rounds pa ba, Sneak? 2 rounds, no, sa ating first half. So, a 5-4 would still be possible para dito sa ALG. Pero with, alam naman natin yan, Sneaky. If Vincent, he will just recuperate, reset lang konti, tapos make a play. Pero yung long side talaga natin, Sneaky, it's just been one hell of a BL side dito sa long A natin for QD kasi parang Yotib, Justin, 2 players lang yun pero they can always control long A.
Yeah, for sure. And I think ngayon, especially, kailangan maging careful ng Alliance, no? Kasi nabigyan mo sila ng oras because of the timeout galing dito sa Alliance, obviously. And alam mo naman si Vincent, no? I feel like Vincent has really upped his reputation, no? Dito sa liga natin. Usually, we know him as, low-key, goofy guy, will get you, the occasional highlight play, pare. Pero na-rewrite na yung kanyang identity going into this season, being one of the most seasoned and best IGLs dito nga sa ating liga, no? So, definitely would be a guy that you have to worry about, especially when it comes to his brain, pare. Kasi, he will pull out the randomest fake para lang makuha nila yung A-side, pare.
Ito rin yung maganda sa QD. There's a team na sinasabi natin may isa sila expendable. This, feeling ko, for QD, they have 4 expendables. Si Vincent, hayaan niya lang na siya yung mag-move ng pieces. Tapos they will instantly just follow Vincent's words. Tapos they will get the sides, lalo na pag BL side sila. And it works out na etong expendables natin na 4, they know how to play with the calls coming from Vincent. Ang ganda nun. Kasi if you're Alliance, you don't know where they wanna go. Just like what you said, ang dami nga ditong pwedeng fake outs na pwede ibigay ni Vincent. So it's really gonna be a reading game for the GR side dito ng ALG.
Yeah. I think it's with Vincent as well, man. Hindi siya nahuhuli sa fragging. Like, he's actually almost equal with yung the second to worst player dito sa kanyang team. I think he's still rocking a, 0.98 or 1. So, di na babawasan yung opensa ng Querdas just because itong si Vincent ay nagko-call. So, what is the game plan para sa ating QD side? Mukhang atakihin muna tong long pero hindi pa fully commit.
This is a really, really passive defense of LG. Parang they're reading na mag-push ulit ito ng mabilisan. It's just play very, very slow. Pero ito yung shift ng momentum. Sneaky QD. Just playing with time now.
Double sniper sa A though, man. So,
Yeah, dami.
kung magmintis yung isang player dito pare, especially itong si AlQQ, if AlQQ misses, Nuken is dead. Kasi bababaan siya agad ng mga players dito ng QD. Short will be the priority pare. Feeling ko merong straggler yata galing sa QD na papuntang mid. No. 5-man push toward short, I guess.
Ooh, this is one hell of a push. Para sa QD. Here comes the smokes, lineups in as well. Yotib now first in and he hits the
What a
shot!
shot.
That's disgusting! Mula sa QD. At si Del QQ nahahanap din. Nakita yung likuran. It's Frozen next. Pero siya ang makakuha ng patay. It's a 2v3. Kay Cedric, iikot mula sa long A. Pero forward approach naman ang gagawin ng QD. They will go back to short kasi doon naman nakaplatin. Malapit doon. They have line of sight. It's a 2v2 now. Justin finds one player in mid. So all of the aggression now will be focused towards K. Cedric. M14 in hand. Pushing towards slope. Pero Vincent playing with time. 12 seconds. Alam niya they have the upper hand. K. Cedric, 12 HP. No more time. It's a done deal dito sa round na to.
It is a done deal and the vibes are still good para dito sa QD pare. And it seems like those two losses, di talaga sila masyadong apektado dito pare. And this is what I was talking about. Nabigyan mo ng oras na magluto itong si Vincent sa timeout. Pero
Oh
oras
my
na rin
God.
para magluto si Yotib. Gamit ang kanyang TRG. Where is the second and third pick para sa Alliance? Gusto pa mag-boost dito ni Vincent. Pero si Yotib sabi niya, dumiretso na lang tayo dito, Cap. Nuken still alive on the A site. First miss. Second hit, third as well para sa kanya. So with only one miss para kay Nuken, still stabilizing yung kanilang round, pero 2 versus 3 pare, dire-diretso na yata ito papuntang B-side.
Delikado pa rin to, Sneaky. Yes, these are your two star players for ALG, pero Del QQ now wielding back the TRG. May HK na rin naman nilapag, no?
I think ito yung kulang polar sa ALG actually. Yung itong moment na to, these small moments where you're just mentally resetting with your captain tapos nag-replan kayo, men. Parang wala silang maayos na transitionary period basically sa mga plano nila. Parang everything is a bit too hurried up.
Wala eh. Wala silang somewhat of a refresh. Wala silang restart button na parang...
Need someone to say chill. Kahit ganun lang. Nuken.
This is not chill. This is not chill at all. Nuken, half HP. Isang pitas na lang. Pisong-piso na lang. Pero Del QQ is still alive. And again, hawak niya ngayon ang TRG peeking out. Cannot find the shot. Vincent ngayon, hinaharapan na lang. Wait lang, 1v1. Wait a minute. Vincent once again knows how to play this.
Let Cap go.
He will play long-range angles or possibly just hide.
Piso na yun
50
eh.
seconds. Yeah, dali na lang to para kay Vincent. So all eyes on this guy. 25 seconds. Del QQ feeling na magpupush si Vincent. Push. Window A. Yes, it is. Del QQ, can he find Vincent dito sa may box? Nakita na nga yung ulo pero di alam ni Del QQ. Wait! Nakita na sa wakas. Vincent! Oh! He just whips out the pistol! Oh my goodness! That is it! The first half is done. At 5 pa rin ang lamang dito ng QD.
Ayun nga, Querdas. Just like what I said, Polar. Fully embracing yung kanilang Dark Horse title, pare. And it seems like Alliance anything but dito sa series natin. And it's anything but comfortable dito sa Black Widow bipolar na Querdas pagdating dito sa ating BL side, attacking the right points of the map, taking long, 5-man take towards short. Yung variety kasi no? Ng
Yes.
Querdas, that's the one underrated thing about QD, how deep the playbook goes para dito kay Vincent and Alliance. They just can't seem to keep up pagdating sa depths. No? They're trying to figure out a Rubik's Cube that shuffles itself again and again. Yes, I will use that euphemism again, pare. Pero ano masasabi mo dito sa QD? How do you figure them out?
I mean, you can't. I feel like if you're Virtus Pro right now, you're seeing QD, wait lang. This might be something, ha? Parang hindi loko-loko yung sinasabi ni Vincent. It might be still a force to be reckoned with. And yun nga, sneaky eh. If you're a team up against QD, you expect anything can happen. Pero anything can only be so small. At ang laki ng hawak dito ni Vincent ngayon. M14, hindi niya alam na meron dito sa may safe zone. Pushing now, ang bilis lang, parang nasa PL side ulit. Wait lang, Vincent!
He's killing!
Saglit lang, brother! He's just killing everyone! And together with Nuke falling down, QD now activates even more. It's all up to King Cedric. What the hell is happening? It's nothing there. 3 kills for Vincent sa unang round of second half.
Grabe, napaturo si Vincent sa kanyang kamay. He knows where the hot hand is para dito sa Querdas, pare. And it doesn't stop just because the sides have switched. Querdas wanting to go into the B side. Feeling nila nasa kanila na ang full read ng kanilang kalaban. Rose goes down. Nuken doesn't even get a single player na nagka-cross. Only a leg on Dustin. And it's a head para kay Vincent.
Oh my goodness! Oh my... Ang
It's a
sarap
farm.
mo!
Man, my prediction looks so good, man. Yun lang. Querdas. Lutib is him, Vincent is him, everybody is him dito sa QD, pare.
I would like to say something. Para tayong nakita ng hindi dark horse there. Isang Trojan horse yung dumiretso papunta dito sa may Long B. At walang magawa dun yung ALG. Oh, what is
What a
this?
5-stack.
Tago sila lahat, ha?
Napaka-diabolical mo, Vincent.
Oh, napapaisip na si Cedric. Nasaan sila? Wait lang, nasaan sila?
He's gonna peek into window and die, pare. Never mind,
find
yet just found
one.
out. Guys, I think A-stack yata sila.
Itutuloy pa din? Itutuloy pa din! What? They already know B is so clear. Pero they are not rushing there. They wanna fight. QD in front of their face. Look at Vincent, so proactive. Bibilisan niya na. Nuke and found out. Vincent with the M14. Pero whips out there. Oh, muntikan pa manalo. Pero Froze will still get the kill. Al QQ. 1v1 now. Makes it a 2-4-0.
Yobs has a
It's
Viper.
all up to Yobs.
I don't think that was realistic, pare. Meron siyang shotgun. At the tail end of that. Okay, QD, the 5-man stack dito sa A, di gagana. What about B this time? Okay, di na sila magsastack, pare. Tamang 2-1-2 na, sabi ni Vincent. Alright. Tapos na yung isang round na pwede tayo magloko, pare. Oras na para magseryoso.
Gusto ko sabihin mo, sneaky, pero bawal ko sabihin. It rhymes with Clockfest. Pero the best.
Oh, binawian.
That's 2 kills for ALG.
Oh, Yobs. He can get Froze.
Oh my goodness.
And Nuken's dead. Teka lang, 3 versus 2 polar. Al QQ spotted si Yobs 100%. So, they do know na meron ng tao na nasa triple, pero di pa rin mapatay. Yobs with the HK 417, tapping away at the remaining members ng ating alliance side. Querdas with a roaring victory dito sa map number 1. Black Widow sa kanila, pare.
Ay, Sneaky. May request ako sa'yo, Sneaky, para mapakita sa viewers natin kung ano nga ba. Tingin ka sa kanan mo ngayon. Tingin ka sa kanan mo. Ganyan lang ginagawa ng buong team ng QD. Si Etja, pati si Otip ginagawa mo. Tapos ako, yung 3 players ng QD. It's just been one hell of a fight na hindi tinigil. Yun ang mismo party time for QD. It's just parang rave yung nangyari doon, Sneaky. Tapos lahat sila bingi, bulag for ELG. Hindi nila alam kung ano yung nangyari. Alam lang nila they are just dying one by one.
And yeah, and it seems like ALG, the same problems arise, no? Para sa kanila dito sa Black
Yeah.
Widow map natin, Polar. Just like what I said, dun sa point na wala silang maayos na transitionary period, no? Para sa kanilang mga plano. Yun nga, wala silang stabilizing force as well. There's no Vincent on the Alliance team na nagsasabi na, okay guys, we need to calm down and we need to chill out for a bit. Maybe we need to hang back ng onte or ito yung gagawin natin. They need a solid foundation bago nila masabi na nasa kanila na yung Black Widow map, pare. And it seems like even the foundation is shaky, pare, para sa kanila.
Yeah, there seems to be no movement mula dito sa side ng ALG natin. Meanwhile, QD, dire-diretso lang. The adrenaline never faltered. The rush is just there for QD at nakita mo naman sa ating mga players, Vincent knows how to play up against ALG. But this time, it's time for Mochi and as well as Salvatore sa ating final test. Kamusta kayo dyan?
Maraming salamat, Bipolar, and as well as TK Frog, no? Grabe, grabe. I don't know what happened onto that, pero all of the entertainment seem to be present, especially whenever we see yung mga pubcam ng ating mga players from Querdas, no? Parang samut-sari mga panggugulo, mga ganon, mga ganto-ganto pa, di ba? Lahat-lahat na is present sa kanila. And for some reason, everything is chaotic and they like it that way.
Kulang na lang talaga, Mochi, no? Disco light and it's ain't no party like a Querdas Esports party, eh. Alay mo, naman, pumasok sila ng Black Widow with very, very blank intentions, no, Mochi. Pag tinanong mo ang Querdas nga ngayon, nilaro namin, ginawa lang po namin kung ano yung pinag-practice namin. Yun lang yung maririnig mo ka sa kanila. Pero hindi naman siguro pinag-practice ni Yobs yung sasayawin niya dito sa Black Widow. No, literal na sinayaw niya yung buong mapa from S sa may Store B sa pag-contest mismo ng LA. Doon pa lang sa part na nakakalampas si Yoteam sa may LA Fred na nakakaangat na kagad siya ng slope, that is a bad sign of defense para nga sa first half ng Alliance. And it wasn't even better during nung second half. Everything na ginawa talaga ng Alliance was proved to be not much of an improvement, no? Parang nandun sila to react sa fights na ginagawa ng Querdas, pero may mga times din na parang nakaka-catch nila off guard dito ang Querdas. And let's take a look at the numbers, no? Not really as flashy as we hoped it would be, no? Na parang sa sobrang likot nga nila, feeling ko yung numbers din nila malikot. Pero it's still positive enough para talagang mawindang dito ang Alliance sa paano nakakalampas yung Querdas na may isang player na nakaka-tricky, na nakakatukay habang sumasayaw pagkatapos ka nung round win, eh, no? And to give props where props is due, eh, no? Alq really stayed his composure, no? Parang naramdaman niya na familiar yung matchup nga na to, no? Especially with the likes of Yotib, no? Na it has to be a match na kailangan ko talagang tapatan yung init dito ni Yotib, no? And as same goes for Froze talaga. So, Froze and Alq is able to move around the map kasi naipapanalo nga nila yung mga duel. So, ganun talaga yung naging problema dito sa Alliance. So, they have an ample amount of players lang, actually, no? Dala-dalawa lang silang kayang lumabas doon sa nilalabas na puwersa ng Querdas.
And I also feel like, no, na yung tatlong round na naipanalo dito ng ALG is due to the fact na hindi ginamit nung Querdas ang kanilang mga utilities in the first few moments from this map. But let us check out kung sino nga ba meron ang nakakuha ng ating MVP title. Ayun. Ang kanilang kapitan na si Vincent lang naman, no, na
Siyempre, no? Siyempre, Mochi. Siyempre, yung
Siyempre
Pasimuno,
talaga.
yung MVP, no?
Pasimuno.
Most valuable Pasimuno yan, eh. Yun eh. Most valuable Pasimuno.
Dude, 2.80 KD. 1 kill per round. Matik, alam na alam. Even been able to call, I mean, hindi sila nanalo sa round na yun, but yung 5-man stack nila dun sa ating A-site, well, it's very interesting to say the least, no? My, oh my, parang sa mga nakikita natin dito pang Querda so far, talagang laging merong bago. Minsan hindi mo mapahiwatig o maintindihan yung mga pinagagawa nila, but for some reason, it definitely works, which definitely disorients and loses all amounts of control, no, para dito kay ALG. Kaya naman, I think masusundan pa ata ito. Titignan natin kung meron nga bang bira ang ALG maya-maya pagkatapos ng ating maikling break. Ang mga Napakabilis ng mga pangyayari kanina sa mapa ng Black Widow at mabilis din natapos ang ating break. Magiging mabilis kaya ang ating laban para sa ating susunod na mapa sa port? Well, malalaman din natin yan, Salvatore.
Tanging sila lang naman kasi mismo yung nakakasagot niyan eh, no, Mochi, no? And I will not be shocked, no? Di na ako magugulat, no? Na ang side dito ng Querdas, no? If BL nga sila magsisimula, if I can remember, no? Na wala silang gagawin kundi wag na tumingin ng mid, mid, LBLA push, wala nang CACA, no? Parang it's going to be an 8v8-esque of a fight para nga dito sa Querdas, eh, no? Na kahit hindi nga sila preparado mentally sa kanilang mga playstyle nga ngayon, I can assure you, no, na sa tutok nga sila babawi, which is one of the practice grounds naman ng Stallions to kung paano nga sila lumago dito nga sa liga nga na to, no? And we're seeing some Ubek Maniac type of feel naman dito para nga sa Querdas, no? Talagang sinasagasalang nila lahat ng depensa ng mga teams. Pero hayaan na natin ang Querdas na magluto ng sarili nga nila play. Alliance, maganda-handa na kayo.
Kailangan talaga nila maghanda kasi ito ang magdidikta ng lahat. Predictions natin, outcome, and expectations natin sa kanila. Kaya ilapag na natin ito sa ating mga casters, no? Sticky Rock, and as well as Bipolar. Take it away.
Ay. Ngayon ko lang nakita na nandito nga pala si Yob sa ating sa panel desk. No? But nonetheless, tayo po ay pupunta sa ating mapa ng port. Pero saglit lang, Sneaky. Please entertain this fact. Sa court may ball, fast break, fast game para sa ating players mula sa QD. At dahil dyan, Sneaky Frag, QD in 2.
QD in 2? I mean, you might be right, no? You might be right. And I feel like Querdas knows that they could be right as well, no? Dito sa mapa natin. Port, obvious, para nga sa ating Alliance Gaming side that they will be starting on BL, no? Which is pretty brave, to say the least, pare, considering na sila yung may pick sa sides, pero could be a bout of overconfidence once again para dito sa Alliance na maybe they were expecting na kaya nating sabayan dito sa Black Widow. Malay mo, di ba? We can kinda send it sa Black Widow, end it dito sa Porta, maybe with a good BL, tapos papunta ka dito sa GR side. Pero medyo nag-U-turn kasi yung plano dito. Medyo nag-detour kasi yung plano, Bipolar, fully knowing what happened dito sa Black Widow map. And now, anything is up in the air dito sa mapa natin. And Querdas, this is their best bet para makakuha ng sweep.
Yeah, if it is a sweep, siguro you can definitely say na playoffs bound na talaga, no? Ang QD, Sneaky. Wala nang round differential, wala nang anything like that. Pero if I were to ask you, Sneaky, do you think ALG has a plan here? Kasi yes, may plan ng QD, pero we have to talk about ALG a little bit. Kahit na they just went mayhem ang QD dito towards ALG. Support ba merong palag ang ALG dito?
Pakiramdam ko, it is entirely dependent on kung makuha nila yung first 2 or 3 rounds kasi alam naman natin na you kinda have to have that hot start kung kaya yung ALG para meron kayo initial na momentum para makapasok sa laro. Pero QD, fully knowing that, they're probably gonna do something very weird dito sa mapa natin and Yobs immediately getting 2, Yetcha getting 1 as well. Now it's an immediate 3 versus 2 pero si Vincent nagmadali dito sa curve. Now it's a 2 versus 3. Pero Justin, nandito sa B-side, Al-QQ. Mabilis nga ba? Bipolar, it could just be.
It's all up to Nuken now. He can clutch potential in this kid has been pretty high, pero recent performances have differed that expectation. Might possibly pick off Yotib. Oh, leg shot! Pero USP is there. So, he will go towards B. Nasa kanya naman yung C4. Pero I think he doesn't know na there's 2 players here on B. Pero might find the timing if Justin is in the open. You can now half HP. Kills off 1. Justin sa may big box. And ALG gets the first round dito sa port.
Ayun nga, Alliance. And this is the start that they're looking for, no? Bipolar, yung 1-0 start or a 2-0 start. At least pagdating sa mapa ng port para meron kayong konting leeway pagdating ng ating second half. Pero ALG still wanting to aggressively take it on LB. Yobs spotted sa HP. Yetcha will fall. Yobs will fall as well. And ito na ba ang ganti ng Ape? Galing dito sa Alliance. B-side is wide open. Pero si Vincent magkagaling ng Z will only get 1. Immediately traded dito ni Nuken. And hindi pa tapos ang labanan. Justin will get Nuken. Now it's a 2 versus 3.
Oh, Yotib. Which is 3-14. Plants the bomb now. At di pa harap dito si Frozen. Wait! Oh, Yotib! How the hell did you hit that? 30 seconds left. Justin in a 1v2. Still has Yuto, still flash smoke. Pero knows that the QQ brothers is in town. 20 seconds left. Can Justin finally push mula dito sa curve? Ito na nga, papasok dito sa may babaan ng B. Looking for stragglers, looking for any kind of opportunity. Pero tignan mo naman tong setup na to. Still QQ baits up the player dito sa may house B, and Alliance gets a 2-round lead.
Yeah, Alliance on this PL side now starting to kind of abuse yung medyo weak na LB defense or a bit too forward na LB defense na nakikita nga natin dito. And an immediate adjustment from the Querdas players in the B side. Hindi na nila kino-contest itong House B pa rin. Nasa loob na lang sila ng site, which honestly is the best move na pwede nilang gawin. And para sa QD, if they can prioritize itong bottom B instead of yung top B pagdating dito sa site take, no, feeling ko they can probably get around that. Pero yung first 2 rounds, man, pure fighting lang yung nangyari dito.
Yeah, and we see somewhat of a plan din, no? For ALG talagang overwhelm QD with numbers. And that's why you can see them right now. Sama-sama lang. And they're banking that QD is not a full stack dito sa B side. Or probably, dito sa mid sila pupunta, Sneaky.
It's using sheer numbers, no? Using the many corners dito na mapa ng fourth curve. Control, nasa kamay na nga ng Alliance. Exit will be taken by Froze, pero si Justin na dito pa sa top is looking if there's anyone on the side, and Froze, QQ will get to, pero di napansin si Yobes na nakatago sa generator. 2 versus 2. Still a player on the mid side, pero Yotib, this clear could possibly save his teammate. Froze spotted, pero namatay pa rin si Yobes. Yotib not calling it. 1 versus 1 pare. Sniper versus sniper.
Yep, the snipers now in play, pero Yotib has been hitting the shots with the M14, so switches now to an easier gun. Nuken mula sa curve. Kurbado ang bullets dito ni Yotib to claim their first round.
Nag-activate na yung plot armor dito ni Yotib. Finally, bullet curving around him from Nuken's TRG. And Querdas with a bit of a trap game plan, no? Para sa counter players natin dito, and taking a look kung nasan si Yob this entire time. Tago lang dito sa generator and creating absolute value galing sa kanyang position, pare.
Comfortable rounds now for QD. Makes it playable sa early rounds ng first half natin. And forward approach now for QD might be a stopping force para sa ALG.
I don't like the way they hold me.
Open.
I feel like we have too many eyes dito actually sa may BR ng GR. Babalikan pa
Siyempre.
Sige, isa pa.
Babalik pa. Wait, finds it.
3 times the charm.
B pa din.
Oh, Yobes.
Froze waiting for the smoke to dissipate. Isang minuto. Oh, nakalampas. Wait lang, Froze again. It's the same kind of scenario. Pupunta siya sa may exit to find someone dito sa may top A. Pasa sa bodega, Justin found out. Headshots. Not gonna be there, pero it's a double kill for Froze. And they open up A site. Butas na butas. After tusukin dito ni Froze yung gitna. Yob sa baba ng B, low in HP. QQ finds him with the headshot. And yet, Ja alone. Can his endeavors be better here? Yes, he can, pero only gets one. Another win para dito sa ALG.
Yeah, ALG. And yun nga sinasabi ko, Paul, I really don't like how they're holding itong exit, man. I mean, granted, no, that's the reason why nakapasok pa dito si Froze dito sa site. But at the same time, no one is watching itong CA whatsoever. And yung CA player can just really harass whoever is in top A. So ngayon, mag-boost na sila. But now, K-Cedric is expecting it, pare. Yotib's down.
Crucial player.
That's
Para dito sa ALG. Might even find one, no? Justin is still lurking dito sa may LA.
He has to.
Three players are here. Timing is not good. QD is just better now as Vincent with the M14, 11 HP. And he still finds QQ. And even their
C4.
QQ, 2 players para kay Vincent. C4 is down. Yobs enters the fray. All up to Nuken in a 1v3 again. Make it a 1v2. Ang dami pang oras, Nikki. Nuken can play with the time here.
Yeah, pero ang layo kasi ng C4 and it is out in the open as well. Si Yetcha, ready ang kanyang flash. Just in case na parating nga sinukin dito sa A site. But I think he has been spotted. Nuken will just be tagged out. And a 3-2 para sa QED. A great save galing kay Vincent, especially kung namatay si Vincent dito sa top A. Meaning ko, Alliance would have just gotten A for free.
Yeah. Amazing na nakadalaw pa nga siya dun. We expected at least a kill, pero in 11 HP, to get 2 kills, that is impressive. LQQ, wall bang, LQQ ready for the push dito sa may LA. And they fortify it with Frozy. That's 3-4 players down for QQ in an instant. Mag-isa na lang si Yetja.
And they do know na lagi na lang nilalaro dito yung B-site. Nuken already looking for the hunt. Yetcha with the kill, pero instant trade na agad. 4-2 para dito sa Alliance, and they have gotten more than leeway dito sa first half natin. Pagdating sa BL side, UD with the timeout. And they need to stabilize, pare. Feeling ko, they are a bit behind on the reading, no? Kung saan nga papunta itong Alliance. Alliance obviously has been attacking itong LB, has been taking itong CA. And priorities are all over the place para dito sa Querdas, no? Feeling ko, yun nga, they need to stabilize first and possibly chill on the counterplay, no? Feeling ko, we're doing too much dito sa mapa. Dito sa QD especially. Wala yung typical na nakalabas lang yung flash dito sa bottom B, someone just jump spotting, playing as far back as possible, and ayun nga, mag-assign na lang ng player dito sa CA. Di pa tayo nakakita ng ano yung hold ng mga A players, yung sniper
Yeah.
nasa top A, tapos yung isang rifle player na andun lang sa long watching for the drop down. So, dami pa nating hindi nakita from the side of QD.
And this is concerning, no? Kasi you pointed this out beforehand na parang GR side ang simula dito ng QT. They will play on the BL on the second half. And if hindi nila may equalize yung score, siguro 5-4, 4-5, they will have a
Just
pretty
pain.
tough time.
Magandang adjustment dito ng Alliance is yung group clearing nila, pare. Pag
Yeah.
nakiklear sila na agil, there's 4 players on the same spot, no? So, hindi kulang sa trade game itong Alliance this time. So, actually, do like to see that, no? More teamwork galing sa kanila, less individualistic gameplay.
Yeah. Yun nga parang talagang overwhelm them with numbers. If they do just falter dun sa push na yun, they still have one investment dito sa may mid, sa may LA, if B yung pupush nila. So, somewhat, there's a plan now for ALG. And it's clear. Pero somehow, Querdas, di nila mabasa kung saan nga pa rin sila pupunta kasi they're also pushing. Nakita mo naman yan, they're trying to push out to LB sa may mula sa Z, mula dito sa House B, minsan dito sa may LA, pero at that point in time, nagagamit lang dito ng players mula sa ALG, mga corners, na sige, push lang kayo. We have our crosshairs on that angle, and we will get the kills. So, QD eating up a lot right now, pero it's QD at the end of the day. Parang siguro kahit BL side sila, di sila mahirapan that much since they do have the upper hand in terms of being aggressive. Pero timeout will be extended a little bit, no, for a short time. Sneaky, what a time to be alive, no? Port looking pretty good for ALG. Kala natin 2-0 ng mabilisan lang, pero hindi ma-brute force ng QD yung way nila towards getting a 2-0.
Ayun nga, it's just unfortunate na nangyari nga to para dito sa QD, especially considering kung paano ka nangyari dito yung Black Widow. Ayun nga, I feel like the lack of priority para nga dito sa QD, especially on the mid side, is really just allowing a lot of pathways para nga dito sa Alliance na makapasok ka sa site. I think there's so many spots where they can just set up dito sa mapa, and surprisingly, no, na QD sila pa nga yung nauuna actually dito sa play ng ating Alliance side, and feeling ko Alliance, they kind of feel na there is a bit of over-aggression dito sa side ng QD, kaya medyo napapa-default na lang sila sa simula ng round, and obviously they're trying to catch the aggression. And this is gonna be up to QD to go for the full reset, no? Hindi na pwede yung desperation plays na nakikita nga natin, just like that 3 or 4-man push towards itong long. Granted, no, pwedeng gumana yun kung meron dalawa na nakalabas dito sa long, but I feel like Alliance has the, slight read kung ano nang ginagawa dito ng QD support.
Yeah, that's why they've been playing a mix of being passive in the first 30 seconds kasi they're expecting those pushes to come intact sa first 10 seconds of the game. Tapos if nothing happens, if no one goes into their crosshairs, let's go for that full onslaught towards one side. Pwera sa dire-diretso, make way mula dito sa mid by getting one pick off. Siguro naging silent lang din dito yung QD just because they're really just forcing a lot of things, which is surprising nonetheless, no? GR side sila, they could have just went for the default play nga. Tulad sinabi mo, 2 players dito sa may baba ng B, 1 player dito sa mid para at least may onting presence dito sa may mid. Then, 2 players, yung last 2 players, isa sa top A, isa sa bodega, or dito even sa right side, sa may ladder side natin on long A, to possibly just stop a fast push mula sa players natin for ALG, but it really hasn't been seen or hasn't been played yet for QD. So it's pretty surprising. Feeling ko reset though, ito yung kaya ni Vincent might be in play now after the timeout.
Yeah, I just really hope na we do see a bit more passivity galing nga dito sa Querdas side kasi yun nga, no, they have been just kind of been pushing angles time and time again dito, pare, trying to be ahead of the curve pagdating dito sa mga long players natin and sa PR players. Pero ayun nga, Alliance, they're just gonna be defaulting sa simula ng round, looking to see if they can catch any stragglers galing but a good nade to start things off, and this is the counterplay I was talking about para dito sa QD. More aggression towards mid, pero nakapasok si Kay Cedric ng CA, pare.
One player down for both sides. C4, I think it was no, it's not spotted, I think. Pero just apply more pressure dito sa mid. Yoteb might find LQQ. Nakitip pero shots didn't fly back.
To recover yung C4 kasi it's out in the open dito sa midside natin. And honestly, 4 versus 4, it is a lot better para nga dito sa Alliance. At probability ng mga defenders actually splintering to farther angles is a lot higher, no? Pero judging from the spots dito sa mapa natin, it will be Vincent on the bridge side para matulungan yung mga long players. But he is also worried about yung mid-min. Wala na nag-re-clear dito.
Oh, they're backing off the wrong time. Yotib, those spots won. So action mula dito sa QD is just help Yotib right now. Mag-back off siya after getting a pick off. ALG in a rough spot, Sneaky. Stuck sila dito sa may long
Yeah. Hindi pa kailangan mag-commit dito ng ALG, but they're gonna do it anyways. Wala na silang ibang daan papunta nga dito sa B-side. Justin will be the first one down, pero Vincent nakaisa dito kay Prose. AlQQ killing the struggling Yotib. He was 3 shots in dito sa kanyang TRG. Turns into a 1 versus 1. Yetcha na lang natitira versus AlQQ. C4 nasa kamay ni Yetcha actually, and he doesn't have to move anytime soon, para he can just stay on top A. And si AlQQ naman yung may hirapan yata dito, pero
LQQ. Both players spotting each other. Nades. Oh, yun lang nahanap! LQQ with a shot all the way from long A to get the headshot on Yetcha. That is a 5 round streak, or at least 5 rounds para sa ALG.
Grabe, QD. Yetcha, you had all the advantage dun sa 1 versus 1, pare.
Yeah.
Even the low HP on the last player, pero hindi niya ka makuha last time. Very nice shot kay AlQQ, but a bit of a hurry dito sa B-side. Yetcha, double box ready and waiting, pero di na siya naka-react. Di man lang nakaangat yung ulo dun ni Hopes galing Generator, and ALG seeing exactly where the players are para dito sa QD. QD bulag na bulag dito sa curve. Nukin with the post, pero di niya makuha si Justin.
Curve taken care of mula dito kay Justin. It's still a 3v4. 20 seconds. Justin, diretso dito sa side. Generator kay Cedric sa baba. Naglalabas na mga game. Yotib will fall down with the USP enabled mula sa ALG. Grabe, M14s doon, Siki. Wala silang makita, pero talagang rekta. Spray nyo na lang lahat ng pwedeng i-wallbang dito sa BB side.
Yun nga, and Querdas. This was supposed to be the side na nasa inyo yung majority ng rounds, no? Pero yung Alliance has been finding what the defense has in store time and time again dito sa mapa natin. And it kind of feels like, no matter kung anong depensa ang gagawin dito ng QD, it is not gonna work. Pero kay Cedric, nakapasok ka ng curve. Vincent, tagged up to low HP. Justin couldn't save his captain, pare. But pero 4 versus 4. Pero ba stabilizing kill. And mapapabalik ng B site ba yung Alliance? Hindi. Magde-default sila papuntang A.
The spread out defense for QD now will give them a lot of information, no? Lalo na't kung mag-activate yung defense. Unspotted, ngayon mamamatay. Rose finds the headshot. And yung advantage na I was speaking for QD just because they had multiple informations waiting to be, taken mula sa mga players all across the map. Ngayon, ubus na. Mag-isa na lang si Yetja. And look at the pincer maneuver ngayon ng players mula sa ALG. Yetja still able to fight for his blood. That's 2 kills down. Make it possible. 3. Yes, it is. Ang ganda ng pag-hold ni Yetja. A one-man team to kill off 4. 4 ang patay para sa ALG.
Yep, Yetcha with the heady angle dito sa may hagdan natin, pare. And that's an angle that is commonly pre-aimed, no? Pero sobrang panic na yata yung sitwasyon, pare, as the rest of the Alliance players were just trying to clear. Pero Querdas, 3 lang ang nakuha nila sa GR side, and it seems like the Alliance gamble has worked out na pinili nga nila yung BL side sa mapa na to. Ngayon sila naman na mag-enjoy ng GR with a 3-point lead. So, yun nga, this is probably the green light para makuha na ng mapa tong Alliance Gaming.
Looks like Port doing pretty well for ALG, no? They look devastated though, Sneaky. Parang, alam mo yun, alam nilang job's not done pero look at the faces of QD. They are ready to part all sa BL side. It's gonna be interesting, no, na pag nag-BL side tayo, anong timpla ang ibibigay sa atin dito ng QD? Because ALG, they look strong sa BL side nila, pero GR has been questionable, especially nung nasa Black Widow tayo.
Yun yan, and what if lumabas pa yung usapan na Alliance, they just probably 2-1-2 the entire time dito sa mapa natin, and it would actually serve them correctly. Pero tingnan yung replay natin from that last round, a good save. Galing nga dito kay Justin, pero yan highlight play. Save that half score, pare. Mas brutal talaga pag save.
Guess what, Sneaky? 2-1-2 nga. I just noticed.
Sabi, wala nagalaw sa Alliance, ah. At most, their aggression is in CA, pare.
Yeah, yun lang yung forward talaga. Ooh, wait lang, mapapakagat
Please
ata QD.
flash. Please flash.
Please,
Whoever
Cedric.
is in bridge.
I think they're not flashing. I think they're just going dry. Yobs will fall, pero trade mula kay Vincent instantly is there.
Not bad.
So, they will back off a little bit dito sa may CA.
Actually, not bad. Kung makakuha ka ng trade dito sa CA, you probably have the option of fading itong A site natin, and Querdas with options is a very dangerous team. Pero papacheck dito na maaga agad. AlQQ, Vincent already swinging. Nuke and piso na agad sa simula ng round. AlQQ spotted sa smoke pin and spray down dito ni Vincent. Froze getting 2! Vincent and Yetcha down! Good spot galing dito kay Froze, pero Froze on the side. AlQQ kasama niya nga sa kanyang likod. Justin will get the first, but can he get the second? Yes, he can! What a save from Justin on the last bullet, pare. 1 HP as well on that last player. Querdas, first round sa kanilang BL side. And opposite day ba ngayon, pare? BL side na ba ng mapa na to? Oh my goodness!
It might be. It might be.
BL sided na pala yung port chat.
Yeah. Hindi na siya GR sa aming... The previous round, spray and pray for 4 players. 2 players for each side. Talagang batting all out dito sa may exit na LA this time. With Froze down. A player na has been, dealing a lot of blood towards QD. With Froze out of the picture, mukhang QD may chance dito na maging 5-6 ang ating scoreline.
Oh, Vincent. May tao dito. CA, they just triple peek si Cedric. Oh my God, Yetcha will get Del QQ as well. And that is one way to beat one man, Bipolar. You take
Yeah.
two of your friends and then you pick it
Some-
fully, pare.
Sama-sama yung i-overwhelm dito yung players natin sa CA. Pero this is tough now. Look at this. Nuken still waiting for long A presence. Pero QD, they still don't wanna budge. Mukhang CA ulit.
Is really now the time to go A, pare? Sa bagay, baka maubos sila din sa B.
Found out two players dito sa mid. Yetja forcing their way in.
Nasa B player.
AlQQ killed and dead. Pero Nuken from behind. Wait lang, Yotem is also there. Kung mas paspatan
Bumawi.
pa si Nuken. What? Pero shots not hitting for both snipers. Nuken aware pero still doesn't look behind. Querdas finally back in the game.
Taka ako, ba't nag-USP dun si Yotib din? Parang gusto niya munang kaltukan tong isang player natin and then go for the TRD shot. So 5 and 6 para dito sa QD. 2 rounds para sa kanilang PL side and all of a sudden, the conversation gets interesting para sa kanila. Blackboard ang bulag na ng Pietza pero makuha niya pa si Froze. Spray down wallbang is there para kay Cedric. Yobes and Pietza down sa start ng round, pare.
And that's the C4, Sneaky. I think they knows, kaya there's a lot of players dito sa may BR side ng GR. Pero ibibigay lang. ALG looking other ways. Sa mid sila maglalagay ng maraming pressure.
Could be high time para sa Ninja play, no? Kaso covered ni Vincent eh.
I think he's not aware, no? Nandito si kay Cedric.
Felix left.
Oh, he
Well, he
knows!
Oh my
Oh
God.
my!
Kaso patay si Yotib. Oh na. You need him. Yun yung kailangan mo na player, pare.
Hello pa sila dalawa dito and it's an easy wallbang!
Ew.
That's a fight. 5-7 scoreline, Stinky.
Okay, Giants getting more aggressive dito sa mapa natin and they want to go forward on towards mid this time. QD probably not ready for this, pare, unless tumingin sa baba dito si Vincent. I think he's now aware that there has been mid pushes. Pero kita niya ba sa smoke?
They'll just be open. Flash will be used. Papasok na nga, pero Froze! Mamamatay lang. Unaffected si Vincent doon. Pero binatuhan ng granada dito si Vincent. It's a 2-for-1 trade, Sneaky. At low pa si AlQQ.
Tingnan mo si Del dito.
Oh,
That answers my question, pare. I think he's known. Kasi dumaan siya sa
Yes.
crosshair dito ni Yotim, pare. AlQQ. Last one left alive in the B side and barely any HP left. And kung maka-backspace yung mga players natin on the side of Querdas, they are gonna see the damage report at bawas na nga ang ating B player. Pero si Nuken talaga gusto nilang targetin min eh. Unless they're just looking for the curve player.
I think they'll go B, no? Yep. They'll just go B.
Easy.
Nuken unaware. Doesn't even see the players crossing. So AlQQ is just gonna be open. Nuken now found out. Easy wallbang headshot mula kay Justin. And AlQQ will only get one with 44 HP in the bag. 6-7 ang ating scoreline dito sa pool.
And I have a gut feeling na Alliance will be taking the quieter approach dito sa mapa natin, Polar. Na, you know, we will only be taking itong LB, we will be taking itong CA potentially, but not more than that. Pero Querdas, same mode default na naman. And Yob's a bit more braver towards yung mid-side, no? Feeling ko nararamdaman na ng QD that they kinda scared off itong ALG from the mid-side.
Oh. Key Cedric actually pushes. And second time! And second kill for Key Cedric dito sa round number 14. Then QQ also papasok na lang dito sa may BR side ng BL side, pero Key Cedric also gets a triple kill. Ang bilis ng reaction dito ng ALG. Meanwhile, Yoted cannot find the quick scope towards LA. Alliance gusto pa din lumayo sa 1-point differential.
At what point kaya natitingin ka ng left at right kung ikaw si Vincent at mapapatanong ka sa mga teammates mo, alam nyo ba yung lineup sa BR para mag-flash ng CA? Because I haven't seen it a single time dito sa mapa natin. Yo, Tip and Yobs, it seems like they don't need flashes anytime soon dito, pare. ALG na mismo lalapit sa kanila. What is going on? Tapa nga si Salvi. It might be a bit foggy dito sa port map natin, pare. Del QQ. Will be getting itong si Yobs yet. I think he is aware na laging may kasama tong si Yobs, pare.
Yung, I mean, it's not a big question mark now. Pero sabi ng Cube, walang tao dito sa LA. Isa lang. And you can hear the bomb ticking now. Nukin still hasn't given the star performance that we have been looking for a very long time. Dalawang sides ang pupush nila. Ares, nandito pa rin naman si Del QQ pero low HP, 20 seconds. At makahanap pa rin Nukin yung isa pero he just gets killed even a simultaneous kill mula kay Justin. Balik tayo sa 1-point game.
Grabe, an attempt at surprising itong Querdas meant to potentially get itong map point. ALG are playing the points game dito sa mapa natin. Pero Querdas with only 1 point in between them and itong Alliance, it will only take one really good pick-off. At sa kanila na nga ang mapa na to. Nuken tagged up sa start ng round and that's not good news para sa Alliance. Yobs looking to finish. Pero LB na lang pare. LB na lang yung kukunin nila.
Slowly pushing. I think they're just so confident now. Tingnan mo naman yung movement ni QT. Diretso lang. No setup whatsoever, possibly. Isang flash lang siguro. Coming in from Vincent. Here comes the smoke to divide the site. No flash needed. Diretso lang pala. No, there was a flash. Nuken. Oh, he gets one. Del QQ now with a double. Pero nalikuran, Vincent just backstabs him with the M14 kay Cedric. Nag-hesitate.
Oh my God! Bumaba si Vincent!
Oh, yun lang. Nahanap ng bomba. At hindi pa nakaplante yung C4.
Don't check it. Oh, he checked it! Kay
He
Cedric!
checks!
Froze! Oh my
Oh,
God!
the
Pero
wall
wallbang
bang!
na lang galing kay Froze. Probably heard a footstep as the jump landed pare. 9-7 Alliance with a hell of a port map. And Querdas, it seems like the struggles continue dun sa round despite the tag dito kay Nuken. Pero pinawian naman si Yotib. 3 on the mid side para sa QD. The pressure's on.
This is a crazy start for ALG. Look at Yedja's life. Piso na lang din. And they don't even know na Froze sobrang skilled up na dito sa may BR side nila. Sneaky, Froze is wreaking havoc. And they fortified even more pero nag-asim. Nagpakita ng ulo din si Froze. Nade will connect. Bang! Mula kay Justin.
Okay. What's the plan para dito sa QD? Nuken with the adjustment. 90-degree flick para sa kanya pare. Justin and Vincent, the last two left alive. And is there belief still na kaya pang kunin ng QD ang mapa na to? Nuken not looking in his teammate's direction. Justin, are you gonna clear it? Mukhang hindi. May tao sa likod mo pare. Vincent, the captain, the only one left alive, and hindi niya na matatapos. Hindi niya na masasalba ang laro. Alliance with the spin back of a lifetime. 10-7 dito sa port map.
Kahit pagod, you can see the smiles in their face, Sneaky. Alliance still in this game. A 1-1 scoreline after killing off Port outside of QD's hands. Sneaky, ang ganda ng pinakita dito. There were adjustments, a lot. Pero yung adjustments for QD, hindi talaga yung naging paving the way. Yes, naging close yung rounds natin. But nonetheless, aggression and as well as determination ang nagpanalo dito sa ALG.
I did call it at the start of the game na if makuha ng ALG yung first 2 or 3 rounds dito ng mapa natin, then there is a conversation na kaya pa nila dito sa series. And I don't mind being wrong about my prediction kasi nagawa ng Alliance yung exactly what I said, man, going into this map. Obviously, early starters, no, and as a team that relies on early momentum, pare. Pag nakuha nga ng Alliance yung first 2 or 3 rounds, you can kind of feel the shift in confidence sa kanila na masasabi mo na, okay, possible to. We're now winning gunfights directly up against yung opponents. Let's kind of crank up the pace and sabayan natin tong QD pagdating sa kanilang antics sa pagkanilang plano. And they were throwing everything dito sa GR side. 4 on long, 4 on mid, 4 on the B side. Ang daming tinatapon dito ng Alliance na QD naman yung confused this time, pare.
Yeah, in a way, nakita rin natin na ready dito yung players natin for ALG sa mga fast aggression push towards LA dito ng ating players mula sa QD nung nasa GR side yung QD. And it really just paved the way na parang tulad na sinabi mo, first 3 rounds made it 5 pa nga, no, na parang close yung ating mga rounds. Yoteb did prevail a little bit, pero hindi siya yung Yoteb na nakita natin doon sa may Black Widow. Vincent was able to get some double kills nung naging passive na sila, nasa BL side sila, pero Froze, man, I have to give it to him. Siya yung nagpabuhay dito ng,
For sure.
ng mga multiple kills sa ating port.
Yeah, I mean, without Froze, no, feeling ko this would definitely be a different story. The amount of rounds na he has saved just by himself and with his anchoring prowess, especially pagdating sa mid and B side, really did save a lot of trouble para dito sa Alliance, pare.
Yeah, very much so. I think it's time for us to say goodbye a little bit, Sneaky. But one hell of a match ang may kita natin dito kasi naabot tayo sa third map or third set for ALG and as well as QD. I believe it's new compound, no, Sneaky, ang ating last map, which is pretty nice for both sides, pero might be better for QD. We never know. It's now time for Mochi and as well as Salvatore. Kamusta naman kayo dyan sa para?
Maraming salamat, Bipolar Sticky Frog, and I feel like all I could say is masaya kasi naka-intact pa yung mga predictions. And it's nice to see na merong laban etong si Alliance Gaming kahit papano. And what I really found interesting here, no, Salvatore, is the fact na you actually read it right, no, in terms of the expectations, in terms of behavior na maaaring gawin dito ng Querdas sa mapa ng port.
Definitely, no, you can never go wrong nga naman talaga with rushing these sites. Hello, check.
Hello? Mic test? Hello? Wait lang, wait lang. Parang baka kailangan ba yun? Pero yun nga, no? Parang nagkaroon lemangan yung mic dito. Pero other than that, no? There seems to be na parang nung umpisa nagkakaroon ng kahirapan ito si Querdas into addressing ano nga ba ang pwede nilang gawin, especially during on the defense. And I really like
okay
how the heroics in terms of itong KK Cedric and as well as itong si Froze, no? Na binigyan ng highlight ni Bipolar kanina, ay talagang nagpakitang gilas dito. When it comes to being able to take them, yung mga spaces natin dito, no, sa bandang Z and as well as itong sa ating long area, well, so far, pagka nasa depensa, parang shaky. Both teams natin nagkakanda bawi-bawi lang pag nasa BL side na sila.
Pasensya na po sa mic ko, no? Pero napansin lang talaga natin kanina, no? These two teams definitely had nothing to lose sa pagbibilis nga ng ng momentum nga nila, no, in order to take a site, no. So kung BL ng Alliance, parang naisip nga natin na there's no need for the smokes, there's no need for the Z-takes. Kung meron tayo attacking site, dun tayo sa may mas mahabang puwersa nga naman talaga, eh, no? They had to go LA, they had to go LB in order to take those sites, eh, no? Parang hindi na nga nila iniisip yung anti-flank, eh. Parang binabase na lang nila Mochi sa ikot ng barya kung ano yung pwedeng mangyari sa kanila sa round na yun. And same goes here for Querdas. Pero ini-expect na natin na mas magiging maganda yung sagot ng Querdas ka dito, knowing that they embody the same playstyle ng Alliance during the second half. Ang nakita lang talaga natin, no, there was some lackluster kills here from the side of Yetcha and Yobs na parang paano sila namamatay, paano sila napipilis nga dito, no? It should have been the other way around dahil nga sa movement nga nila, no? Pero clearly, that was not the case. Kasi nga, naramdaman talaga ng Alliance na we should have this major adjustment, no? Bigyan natin ng magandang space si Froze for him to kill. Let's give kay Cedric the keys na hindi lang dapat isa yung ina-anchor niya. Kailangan pag nag-rotate siya, naka-cut off niya yung ikot ng Querdas tapos na-clear niya pa mismo yung site. No? So that's a good thing here for Alliance na dino-double duty na nila nila para magulat ang Querdas kasi akala ng Querdas, no, pa isa-isa ang pasok dito ng Alliance. Though actually, no, parang grupo-grupo na yung naiisip na retake ng Alliance, which is very nice nung second.
sobra, no? Lalong-lalo na talagang napakita, nag-pop off itong si Kay Cedric dito sa mapa natin. Continuously catching some of our members dito sa Querdas off guard. Kahit nga ikaw na rin nagsabi, no, kakat off pala nila yung rotations nila patungo sa A natin from mid or patungo B. Laging nandyan na si Kay Cedric na nakaabang. Even mga moments, no, wherein dalawa yung aakyat tapos biglang magsiswing isa-isa, nagkakaroon ng kaunting audition dito for Querdas, no, na talaga namang inaayos or inaayon ni Kay Cedric.
Yeah.
Niwawalis yan, nililinis yan ng maigi. Kaya titingnan natin, no, would Alliance Gaming finally finish this off itong seryeng to, or will Querdas snatch that type of momentum back? Tayo ay magbabalik after a few minutes. At ito na nga, no, the battle or the testament. So kung sino nga bang may kaya makapasok sa ating top 4 has never been this big than ever, no? Kaya ngayon meron ka bang expectation sa maaaring mangyari sa ating last map? Kasi new compound to.
Definitely high, no, Mochi, no. We're now back in the element of not utilizing the compound 3 shenanigans, no. Nandito na nga tayo sa point na compound 2 nga ulit tayo. And I do feel like malaking bagay to para nga sa Alliance with what happened yesterday. Now, it's the time for everyone sa Alliance Gaming to hit their shots, get the stride, at talagang pangunahan kagad nila yung early runs nga dito, no. The more lethal yung early runs dito ng Alliance, the better. Pero Querdas, one thing that could possibly stop Alliance Gaming from getting that stride siguro is yung formation nga ng default nga nila. Yun lang naman nakikita ko, no, Mochi. Querdas is very notorious for having a very established BL sa kanilang compound, no? Pero ang pinaka-concern ko lang talaga dito is how consistent will it be. We saw Yetcha and Yobs falter to the pressure of kay Cedric, pati na nga rin kay Froze. So kung lalamang dito ang Alliance sa kanilang early game, this has to be an Alliance Gaming series win, no? Pero we all know na Alliance Gaming might not be able to finish it off. Maganda yung simulangan nila, but they will crumble in the mid-round, no? Pero sana nga hindi yun yung mangyari because we're eyeing for an Alliance Gaming upset nga naman talaga. Kaya Querdas, whatever it may be, ilabas yun na nga ngayon para magulat ang Alliance, and for Alliance, high-stakes matchup na to. This is a matchup that will usher you towards the leaderboard nga ngayon para sakali lang naman umabot kayo sa playoffs.
And I couldn't even imagine having an upset after an upset as well, no? That would be pretty crazy, no? On top of it, parang nagsasagutan lang sila technically through different oppositions as well. So, in a bit no, makikita nga natin kung yun nga ba ang mangyayari. Because I also remember Alliance Gaming being pretty good in terms of their GR side, no? Pero
Yep.
yun nga lang, when it comes down to the long-term potential in terms of making things consistent, I feel like doon tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. And let us see if there will be some differences. Kaya naman lapag natin to for Bipolar and as well as Sneaky Frog.
Flash Grenade! Binatohan ako ni Salvatore ng Flash Grenade dahil dyan tayo po ay magre-ready na sa ating last match of this series. Nonetheless, Sneaky Frog, mapapa-wow ka talaga sa laban ng ating dalawang teams kasi somehow napatahimik ng ALG ang QD after that second map. Pero, ang tanong ngayon, is ALG gonna be clearing out compound or will QD assert their dominance once again?
I have a feeling na this will be one of our closer maps dito sa series natin. That's for sure. Na granted, no, this map actually rewards yung mga individual fights natin, and that is very good para sa side ng ALG. Alam mo naman si Luke and Froze and the boys na they do like to peak aggressively from time to time dito nga sa mapa na to. But still, they should be worried about yung possible default na magagawa nga dito ng Querdas, especially knowing na sila yung magsisimula dito sa BL side, and of course, yung tawag dito, yung win condition ng Alliance Gaming, no? Of course, to get the first 2 or 3 rounds and then kinda claim momentum off of that, pare. Pero QD, if they can deny itong early momentum dito ng ating Alliance and maybe kind of derail yung momentum no early dito sa mapa natin, then may possible conversation na makuha pa rin nila yung series.
Ito rin kasi problem, no? Both teams drive of adrenaline, pero yung adrenaline dito ng QD will just keep on going. Meanwhile, ALG, just like you've said, will always need that jump start. And if that jump start doesn't happen, guess what? Hindi yan dediretso at dediretso. They are notorious for having that that question mark pagdating sa word na reset or refresh kasi di talaga nila nagagawa yun mid-rounds, especially pag umabot tayo ng second half. So hopefully they do get in that zone immediately. Pero QD, BL side would be pretty nice to watch pagdating dito sa new compound. It's time for set number 3. QD versus
Inamuhin ko.
LG.
Yep. And
Dito lang, dalawa.
here, bit of the comms.
Dadalawa dyan, tara.
Dalawa, Arctic tsaka Retret.
Tara. Tara. Flash ka, Sed. Yes, smoke ka sa loob.
Saan?
Diyan, sa EA, dali.
Flashing.
Tara. Huwag sumabot.
And ayun,
Tara.
flashing pare.
Tara. Doon tayo. Salvi talaga, may apat ng granada pa lang. Wala tayong magagawa doon. Diba? Sa alis bigla. Ayun yung maganda din kay Salvi. But so this IQQ, single individual play. Possibly paving way for a round number 1. That's already Vincent down. That's the IGL. Pero
kill cam,
trade
pare.
mula kay Justin.
Yun lang. IQQ pretended na walang kill cam yung laro na to for a second para kitang-kita siya sa screen ng kanyang kalaban and Froze catching Yotip, Froze catching Justin. 2 players down para dito sa GR. Retake underway pero paubos na yung oras ng C4 dito, Polar.
24 seconds. Both players coming in from different angles. Yobs will kill off Del QQ, pero with him low in HP. C2 position now will be taken care of. Rose activates in the very first round.
Nako po, Bipolar. One of the 2 win conditions na andito na para sa Alliance, pare. If they can get the next 2, and then this game will be very interesting. QD trying to prevent that as much as possible, no? Pero alam kasi nila yung mapa ng new compound. If you go too aggressive sa mid, may favorable na timing para dito sa BL. Kung tinry nila dito sa B, maybe the BL will be surprised. Pero sa Alliance, judging from their spacing, Vincent will not be living anytime soon. Nuke and clearing itong long. Hindi pa nila kailangan mag-commit dito, pare. But still, the threat of the A take is there.
Yeah. And it makes the players of QD move, no? Trying to look for some kind of information after getting their IGL down in the dumps. But ALG, much smarter this time, will be looking for another advantage, possibly one more kill, or presence dito sa may EA and Curve. Shots. Flying by. And I like na talagang they are investing IQQ every time dito sa may pillars natin. Kasi nga sabi mo, there's individual plays intact. Pero this time, Frozen once again, spearhead, papasok dito. Mamamatay si Etja. Yobs in C1. Naglapag ng piso at dahil dyan, 2 headshot ang makukuha niya. Low in HP, IQQ jumping all across the map. Will get one. Justin! Where's it?
Still not much space to work with para dito sa QD side. Kay Cedric, nakuha na nga dito si Yotib and the USP will finish Justin. And the early momentum in the way of Alliance and especially yung usapang BL pa tayo dito, Polar. Ayun nga, the second half will probably be a lot easier kung may malaking lead na naman na makuha nila. But QD cannot underestimate yung kanilang offense, but Alliance is looking too good right now, pare.
Yeah, plus you can see finally there's smiles in their faces, no? Kanina, from the first map, second map, it's just been pretty silent. And you can see Del QQ also firing up the comms. Despite be the thing that they need, talagang full-on frenzy of comms lang, no? Para talagang dire-diretso. Looking at that replay, Yobs is a threat. Pero the plan is still intact mula sa port na talagang damihan nyo. Kasi they cannot kill you all at once.
And it's really hard para dito sa Querdas as well to try and figure out kung saan silang parte na mapa yung magta-trap dito. Lions obviously magta-3-man clear lang papunta dito sa B and hindi pa sila mag-fully commit. If they do get B storage, mag-back pa sila right after this and he's just gonna look for a bit of space in the B side and possibly will be sending 3 players papunta nga dito sa curve if they still do want to go B. Pero mauna yata dito si RQQ, man. Yun actually kind of speed towards long pero medyo matao na dito para sa Alliance eh.
Pretty bad sight din na talagang I think they want to commit QD into using utilities, pero parang sila pa talaga yung napagamit ng madami dito. Curve now, enabled. Wala sa ELG, fast reaction, even on EB, pero Yetcha finds a straggler. Yotib! Everyone falls down in an instant. A flawless round para sa QD to get back into the game, and you can see turong-turo pati ako.
Grabe, sabi daw, Polar, you be saying too much, man.
I'm sorry.
You be saying too much, pare. Sabi dito
I
ni
digress.
QD, we can still win. Pero
Hmm,
magda-digress
kaya
lang sila, pare, sabi.
Wait lang. Wait lang.
Sinabi
Trabaho
nila,
muna.
Carieta, on the long side, will be going for the spray. Yobs will be down as well. Del QQ. Spray down's good. Control is good para dito sa Alliance. Numbers are good as well. Ako po, bawas pa nga dito si Del, but I don't think they care, man. Magsaswap lang sila ng sniper. Nuken will be rifle mode this time, pare.
Mm. And Del QQ can hit the shots with the sniper. This is one of their like 3 sniper players. I believe si AlQQ isa, no? AlQQ, Nuken, and Del QQ can hold the TRGs. Pero dire-diretso lang. They found some breathing space dito sa may exit long A side. And it's time to go in. Meanwhile, it's Vincent with an M14 to hold this out. But is he ready for 3 players? Oh, Vincent? Medyo concerning. RQQ is still in the shadows. Nakita ni Justin. Shots flying by. Pero discipline intact. Di magpapakita. Makakaalis pa. Si RQQ, never mind the nade. And the shots finally connecting. Vincent left alone. But still alive now, falls down. It's a 3v2. They plant the bomb, Sneaky. Hindi makapasok ng mabilisan dito ang QD.
Yeah, Froze also kind of poking around dito sa may C1. So hindi safe na pumasok dito sa EA anytime soon. Pero si Otib can change that. But Froze immediate reposition right in front of C2. Right in front of the opponents. Justin una mahuhulog. Tagged up na nga dito si Otib from the initial spray. And will go for the second swing. Double kill. And Alliance third round para sa kanila, pare. Hanggang isa lang yata ang bawi ng QD. But still, Alliance though, rolling na lang dito sa mapa natin, men. Especially si Froze, 8-2 in this series, pare.
I'm telling you, Froze today is someone na kailangan natin tutukan. He has just been hitting the shots, multiple frags every time. And another one to top it all off. Isang spray down to headshot pa. Disgusting.
Baka magbintis daw, Ben. Baka magbintis na konti.
Yes. Sinabi niya yan.
Not the best idea na i-push yung long na may tatlong nagsispray, pare. Pero si Yobs, okay. Kung dinerecho to ni Yobs, pare, may chance yan.
Is somewhat pushing. Pero curve. Ooh, this might be one hell of a fight, Sneaky. It's a 2v5. To begin. Diretso. Here comes the play button. Diretso sila del QQ. Oh, the flash is just too insane. QQ fights Yotib. And Vincent as well. Tatlo lang yung nalusaw dito, Sneaky. And ALG, they're still all alive.
Dude, guys, and it seems like the new compound map pick is serving itong alliance natin. QQ will get Yobs at the end of it, and ALG forcing a timeout galing dito sa Querdas, pare, and I can't blame QD at this point. Yun. Default na lang yung ginagawa nga dito ng ating Alliance Gaming Squad. Obviously, what they're doing is bog standard para nga dito sa new compound. 3-man clear papuntang long, all the way dito sa may entrance ng A site. May onting clearing rin na nangyayari dito sa B. So they're kind of pushing back Querdas as far back as possible at aatakihin na nila yung mid from that situation. And fully knowing no, na naka-push back tayo yung mga players sa site. Walang crossfire between yung tower at the EA player, obviously. So, ayun nga, napakadali na lang maglakad para dito sa Alliance. Gusto ko yung checklist CF na nilalaro nila dito, pare.
It's been pretty simple na talagang back and forth lang. Sige, try natin kumuha dito. Then we go back. Then we go in. We go back. Tapos talaga execute. When we have that clear advantage towards one side. And you love to see it. Talagang, just like what you've said, textbook crossfire yung nakikita natin ngayon for Alliance Gaming.
Kay said they're talking some smack, man. I can read lips. Pero di ko sasabihin yung sinabi namin.
Yes.
Kasi Alliance, they probably fired up dito sa series na to, man, knowing everything that happened. Vincent, tamang stretch lang pare. You gotta keep the arms moving. You gotta keep the arms active, especially para sa kanya pare with his kind of role dito sa compound map natin. It will be very interesting kung anong type ng counterplay yung gagawin nga dito ng Querdas, kung lalabanan ba nila dito yung mid or lalabanan ba nila dito yung LB to try and see if they can maybe gain the early numbers no habang naghahanap dito yung alliance.
Mm. I mean, if you can read lips, I can read faces as well, no? This is something na nakalimutan natin from the very first 3 games ng QD. Na kapag QD umaabot ng last game, and if it's full stretch of maps, sometimes the fatigue comes into play.
Mm.
Might be something na kailangang abangan dito ni Vincent na parang, uy, wait lang guys, lock on. Third map na natin to. This is playoffs back. I mean, the comms look pretty insane now or intense para sa Querdas. They've been quite focused. Pero napapahagat lang talaga sila sa early fights. Sneaky, which just, makes way para dito sa ALG to just reconsider some other option and just explode on one side. This time, after the timeout, it has still been a 4-1 scoreline. Pero mid, ibang plano ngayon ng QD.
And triple nade towards EA. Bawas na bawas yung mga players natin on the
Damn.
side of ALG. The health bars are low. And here comes Yobs. CA climb up. Pero meron siyang katabi dito kay Cedric. Will not be helping his teammates. Instead, running straight into the crosshairs of Yobs. Nuke na nakuha na nga ng trade, but still a brutal start na naman para dito sa ating or a brutal start sana para dito sa QD. Kung nasalo lang dito ng ALG itong mid push, but man, hindi yata nila in-expect na nasa harap na nga dito ang QD. Now it's a 3 versus 3. What's the fight?
Oh, Justin pushes! Pero
One
trade
to
is there. But RQQ is 25 HP. They still can get the C4.
It's a bit
But
puppy.
look at QD's position. Yeah, medyo na lang talaga. Early rounds, parang we know what's happening here. We know what's happening.
Ang ganda ng setup ng early game. And then the mid rounds just
Yeah.
down the drain
Back to pug.
para sa dalawang teams.
Whoever's smarter here can possibly just get the win here, pero
Dami oras.
still a lot of time.
I think this is fine. I would wish na YouTube will be playing more towards yung spawn, pero think he is scared na double swing yata siya dito sa curve.
Time is ticking, Sneaky. 45 seconds na lang. This might just end up ng both snipers battling 1v1 ulit, pero you can actually give up the TRG. May kita ni Yetja. At makuha niya atensyon. Never mind, they just still go towards B. A big decision para sa ALG, pero Yotib just holds his ground. They can plant the C4, and it's time for retake para sa ALG, para sa QD.
Smoke on towards EB will be a big help. Para sa ALG, will be delaying yung push. Pero YouTube, wala yatang plano na mag-delay dito pare. Flashes in, but the shot is gonna go first para kay Nuken. A really good angle on the underside ng B-side. Yotib trying to go in, will only get Nuken, pero ready ang kanyang kakampi para mag-trade. Alliance system is looking squeaky clean pare. So is their execute. 5-1. And yun nga, pagdating sa 2 versus 2, this is the patience na inahanap natin sa Alliance kanina dun sa Black Widow pare. And
Yeah.
it seems like UD, hindi na nila ma-handle yung ganitong type na gameplay na ginagawa ng ALG.
They can't play versus slow players, I think, Sneaky. They're just really, playing into their playbook. Medyo naging concerning lang kasi parang, alam mo yun, they just ult. Yotib, finally make some presses dito sa may long A side natin as they enter store A. Pero yung retake talaga kanina, it was like, parang kinakatch off guard nila yung players dito sa site na will dodge the flash, pero parang ang plano ng ALG, tangkihin na lang natin kahit may lumipad eh. This time though, Froze entering the site, Yetja, known presence. They know Yotib is inbound. But they just decimate those two players. Yotib and Yobs able to cover A site And somehow, nasa lamang na ngayon ang QD. Nuken and AlQQ left alone dito sa mid.
Grabe. If Rose got that entry, no, kung tinuloy na dito sa 2F, he could have actually possibly gotten itong si Yotib. But he decided to go back into the Z side. And C4 is still in the hands dito ng ALG. So a plant is still in the corners. QQ. Good spot dito kay Yobs. Pero nabawasan na nga siya dito ng 68. Pero AlQQ still pwede pa makakuha ng isa pero nawawala pa ang death cam. He has entered Z. He has possibly gotten into the backside ng kanilang kalaban dito. Lucan will be falling but he's a distraction para kay AlQQ na kukuha ng clutch.
Oh no. Timing! Nate's flying by, 3 HP, sprays on down! AlQQ
Oh,
only gets
imagine.
one, almost, but not quite enough.
Feeling ko that was the time na ilabas mo na yung USP pare.
Mhm.
2 taps or maybe a spray down kung mabilis ka yung daliri mo pare. Pero 5-2, Alliance. Granted natalo sila dun sa last round pare. That was too close for comfort para dito sa QD considering what happened dito sa mapa. They got the first pick dito sa long. They prevented yung checklist na ginagawa nga dito ng QD which is getting that first pick. And parang may susi na yata dito yung QD of how to beat itong ALG pare.
Just here's footsteps, Nikki. Kung alam na nga, good nade on towards kay Cedric. Pero hindi sila
Back out.
nagpapadala ng players ha. They're just pushing towards LA.
Yo, Justin chill.
Kalma mo, mag-isa ka
Yung
lang
bumaba
dyan.
na pare, thank God.
Even Yobs, no? Covering all the way towards from curve. Pero back to the ballgame tayo, Sneaky. Textbook crossfire, just like what you've said. They'll be going back towards mid. And
Good
leaving
sila
AlQQ.
Nako po. Pero si Yotib nakabantay eh. Yeah, he can just
it's an
back
easy
off.
shot. Will he?
Yeah,
He will.
That's crazy. I think that adjustment was definitely key. Polar. Yung pagpalagay talaga ni Yotib dun sa long. I think him just getting a pick and backing off immediately instead of yung rifle player, no, fully committing sa spray natin is annoying. Itong QD natin, pero yet out in the open dito sa curve. Pero alam ba nila si Yobs? For sure, alam nila si Yobs.
I think they know. AlQQ, he doesn't know, Sneaky. Oh no! There's 30 seconds left and Yobs spots the C4. That's a double kill for this guy. Finally picking him off and putting him down in the grave. Pero wala nang oras. Kailangan nila mag-execute and look at the HP, Sneaky. Kakapiranggot na lang ang natitira for ALG, but somehow Vincent with the rotation claims his own double kill. Woo!
Yun nga. And just like what I said, man, I feel like yung adjustment natin sa long of Yotib now rocking the sniper and preventing the 3-man push towards long to be effective para dito sa QD. Ngayon QD naman yung, or para dito sa ALG, and ngayon ALG naman yung nahihirapan this time, but instead of long A, they are gonna go straight up to the mid side. Yobs with the spray, yet dyan, di pa nagtatap, so hindi pa siya alam ng mga players ng ALG, and just a spam dito sa Z, and that's a straight up laser in the hands of Yetza. 2 versus 4 Polar.
Oh, I make it a 4v1. As Justin fights kay Cedric, Del QQ fighting for his life, able to get 2, cannot transfer towards 2F. Justin will claim their 4th round. And that is the first half, Sneaky. What a play mula dito sa HK towards Z.
Grabe, what a start para sa Alliance, but what a recovery para sa Querdas. That one adjustment of placing Yotib on long, and nakalimutan ng Alliance eh. For 1 round, the fact of the matter, pag kalaban nyo ang Querdas, which is pag nahanap mo si Yobs, Yetcha is probably not too far dito sa mapa natin, and it is vice versa as well. So, Querdas successfully recovering. This was looking a bit bleak, no, sa start ng game natin pare, pero ngayon with the adjustments made on the GR side, a lot stronger of a defense, allowing them to be in shooting distance against itong Alliance. Pero Alliance naman ang magde-defense sa mapa natin. Querdas having to figure it out on the BL side, pero mean, if it's any side to operate, kung kayo yung Querdas, pare, if it's any side to cook, it is dito sa BL para kay Vincent, pare.
Vincent will have a yun na nga, I said it before, it's gonna be exciting pag nasa BL side na dito ang Querdas. Vincent will use up all of the brains that he can have here para lang makapasok ng fully clear towards one of these sides. A possibility of a B, focus para dito sa QD wouldn't be too bad. But look na, pag-play na, bloody lang talaga. Parang di sila aware na may cannon sa may mid natin. They're don't clear out curve instantly. Four to 5? 1 minute 58 seconds remaining. Pero mukhang it's been pretty moonwalking for our teams right now. Vincent, nagulat din. At tayo din nagulat. So, nonetheless, Sneaky, ang ganda ng first half natin, second half natin dito. A lot of stagnant plays for both teams.
I think para sa mga veteran CF players natin, I think they know exactly what is happening dito, pare. Na nagmo-moonwalk na ay mga players natin. So we are just gonna go for a cheeky DR. First dead round of the day, pare. Nakaabot tayo ng map number 3 right before it. So, pretty good track record as of today, pare. Pero speaking of track record, ayun nga, Querdas obviously had a hard time dito sa first 5 rounds kasi hindi nga nila ma-deal yung, or they cannot find the solution para sa ginagawang standard default nga dito ng ating alliance. They're literally clearing itong LAS3, clearing itong BS3 as well, and same thing goes for mid, where usually yung mga 3 or 4 players really end up connecting dito sa either sa storage B or sa storage A player natin. No? So with Yotib playing dito sa may long A side natin, dito sa may store A side natin instead, the priorities change a bit para dito sa Querdas. You only need to get 1 pick out of the 3 players na magkiklear dito sa long at pwede nang tumakbo dito si Yotib as he does. So, yung numbers game talaga, no, it really is going down to whoever gets the first pick between yung dalawang teams natin, pare.
Yun talaga, yung minuscule adjustment lang na yun gave a lot of rounds para dito sa QD to recover from that what seemed to be a domination mula sa BL side ng ALG. And just like our thought before kung saan individual plays matter so much in new compound. And that individual play for the 3 times na ginawa dito ni Yotib made a lot of sense para sa pag-angat ulit dito ng QD. But in play pa rin, feeling ko tuloy ALG really doesn't want to play aggressive here. They want to play very passive just because they still don't know what is in store for QD, especially a new compound. Because just like Vincent and his brain, ang dami niya pwedeng gawin dito. He can possibly just send out plays dito sa may B, tapos may kasabay sa may curve, or make it default na maghanap muna si Yotib ng isang pick-off just for them to get a little bit of leeway towards rounds. But yeah, this is a pretty tough fight for ALG kahit nasa GR side sila.
Yun nga, no, and since medyo mahaba-haba dito yung DR natin, no, this also gives a chance para kay Vincent especially na kausapin yung kanyang teammates, no, with there's kind of obvious momentum going on na nasa side nga dito ng Alliance that they're kind of, still believing in themselves na they are still, the superior team, especially knowing na nakuha nila yung majority of yung first half natin. So still, that confidence from Alliance is not gonna disappear anytime soon. I think yung thing lang dito sa Alliance is kung mag-overextend yung mga ibang individuals dito, pare. Obviously, if you are Alliance, you want that first pick, and that will be the responsibility ng mga more aggressive players natin like itong si Del QQ or itong si Luken. Pero kung, yun nga, if they cannot find that first guy, then Querdas having all the advantage dito sa mapa, no, can possibly just take mid into EA or into curve, and anything can happen dito, pare. And especially knowing na medyo mainit pa nga yung ibang players dito sa QD, especially itong si Yetcha at si Yobs. Those two especially, mahihirapan yung depensa na pigilan yung dalawa na yun, pare.
Yeah, yun nga parang if you're ALG, you really want to pick off these hot players right now for QD, just because Vincent does rely on them a lot to possibly get those like trade-offs instantly, or at least that map presence and map control na hinahanap natin sa kanila for the BL side. But there's a lot in stake for for ALG as well, kasi Nuken not really putting up nukes sa tatlong set natin. Hindi siya yung Nuken na kilala natin na will go for the aggressive route, pero he always wins that. He plays very passive now. Parang yung shots na nakuha nila ngayon is just reactionary. Hindi siya yung instant impact towards these fights in the mid round. So parang if you think about it, it's really been a QQ and a Froze show right now. Siya yung inaasahan ngayon ng ALG to possibly get these rounds into their own behalf, but it's still a lot of risk, Nikki. I feel like QD with this like dead round and these like technical issues will just pave the way for the reset. Kasi alam mo yun, they're locked in again.
Mm. And I think yun nga no, the different treatment nga dito ni Nuken compared to yung first 2 weeks natin. I feel like you really want to preserve the guy as much as possible para sa mga late rounds mo, kasi obviously I think everybody knows sa stream that Nuken is a mechanical monster, no. Despite yung kanyang performance dito sa last series natin, he is still the guy that will 180 flick you out of nowhere, para. So you really do want to keep him alive as much as possible dito, para. Kaya I would expect dito sa Alliance, maybe we'll see even a third sniper from either dito kay AlQQ or maybe dito kay K-Cedric, pare, to try and see if they can get those first picks and kinda force itong QD to back off. Kasi pag nakuha na nila yung first pick, once again, and if they can kinda push back itong BL, no, to kinda force them into bad plays, kagaya ng 4-man push papunta nga dito sa B or a 4-man push dito sa long, it's ayun nga, it will be interesting to see kung Querdas will do exactly that, pare. Kasi this is gonna be a pressure game between sa dalawang teams natin. Who will be crumbling dito sa B, or will it be just freebies all over the place para dito sa Alliance, pare?
This first this first round will possibly dictate the rest of the second half, because grabe talaga yung bawi, Sneaky. These like small adjustments na si Yotib lang talaga gagalaw, tapos default lang plays for the rest of QD have been such a thing na hindi masolusyonan ng players natin for ALG. But nonetheless, we digress. And it's like, it's time to express the players dito sa ating players sa new compound. Dali mo. This time, Pillars push. Mukhang mabilisan ng ALG ngayon. They know the presence. They get the first blood. Make it 3! Walang mamamatay. Lahat lang sugatan.
Damn, counterplay off the jump para dito sa ALG. A 3-man push, 4-man push actually, towards yung LB side natin, blindsiding yung QD players who were expecting a lot slower of a take, no? Galing nga dito sa ALG side, but ALG is anything but slow dito sa mapa. Justin Vincent, the last two left alive, and for sure na-stun dun yung QD, pare.
Hindi na expect na parang what happened in the first map, na parang first round, first half, will happen here after a bit of a dead round. Justin will find players dito sa may store B position. Pero 5 to, Sneaky, versus 2. I think this is pretty hard. Especially kahit na, even though nandito si Justin pati si Vincent. Let's see. The QQ will find Justin. So that is one player down. Vincent left alone with 75 HP. Made 4-6 in favor ng ALG. Dahil dyan, they take out the 1-point differential ulit.
6-4. Alliance seems like it's a different kind of form this time. Para sa kanila, pare, Froze with a wallbang shot on Yubes. Hindi na nakadaan papuntang CB. And another one-man advantage, pare. Binigyan sila dito ni CF. And another unfortunate pick-off para dito sa QD. Yobes is trying to cross into CB. And ngayon, Yetcha and Justin with the responsibility para i-entry itong site natin, pare.
Difficult round para sa QD. With one of your, big riflers out of the game, mahirap makakuha ng any kind of presence. I mean, the plan now for QD is just possibly get one pick off, no? C4 is not in their hands. Trying to make something happen dito sa may mid. Pero walang pinapakitang information dito ALG. They don't wanna give any kind of bodies para mapatay dito ng QD. Pero look at this. Tatlong players sa papasok. Rose doesn't expect it. And A site now open.
They can chill. ALG can chill dito sa sitwasyon na to, pare. Meron kayong long control. Yet with the peak nuken, you should have been hiding, my friend. I think getting long control is a lot more important kumpara sa first kill dito sa loob ng site. At 45 seconds, not much time to operate. Kay Cedric nakapasok. Yet with the climb up. Vincent! 1-for-1 so far dito sa loob ng site. Yotib down at QQ with a nice headshot. And Del QQ will get that one. Grabe.
I thought it was a done deal, Sneaky, nung namatay dito sa Nuke at sa may long A. Or sa may exit side kasi QD had all of the angles covered. Pero ALG ngayon just able to, you know, enter the site freely and pick them one by one. They are now up by 3 points. Ang laki nun, Sneaky. They are 3 points also away from closing out into a 2-1.
Yeah, this is the dangerous territory para nga dito sa Querdas, no? Kung gamble strats pa ba ang gagawin nyo or are you be playing more of the guarantees? I mean, honestly, it wasn't a bad strat as well para dito sa QD, pare. Kung nakuha nga lang nila yung full control dito ng A site and got itong sinukin early min, nandun pa yung usapan ng side take, eh.
They'll still be trying. And I like this position for ALG, Sneaky. 2 players dito sa may kanan looking at the entrance towards, you know, outside from pillars. And QQ is just an insurance play here. Del QQ is the bait. At kakagat ng QD. Wait lang. They want to try. They hear the footsteps. Del QQ is ready to spray or at least tap their heads away. Del QQ flashed up, pero also just gets 2. Kaso napita sila sa likuran. How the hell did that happen?
I think the guy behind peaked.
Ayun
And
lang.
siya yung unang namatay, ironically.
Ayun lang.
Pero may tao sa B, ah. They have to commit to this, QD.
There's still time.
There's so much time. Pero baka paranoid na sila na nakapush na ng mid tong QD, eh. Or ALG, rather.
Yeah. Look at Vincent's movements. He's just looking towards their backside. And the HP department, Sneaky, I think it's not too well. Napapagam sila ng util without any executions whatsoever. And I think may clear picture ng ALG dito. Nandito sila sa may B-side. Froze gets 2. And you can with the dagger. Umangat yung kamay ni Del QQ. And I feel like Alliance is just 2 points away from clearing up and getting new compound.
Grabe, Alliance. What a recovery after itong map number 1, pare. A 3-10 loss into a 7-10 win. And possibly a bigger lead dito sa ating new compound map. Rose spotting a lot of members ng QD na papasok ng A-side pero pwede na pigilan.
no!
Nasa lang! Na nasa loob! Kay Cedric will steal the third. And yet will get the headshot but up against 3 players dito ng Alliance. There's too many on the screen. Alliance wanting to snatch back the Dark Horse title from QD and make itong mid-table natin as chaotic as possible, Polar.
Oh my gosh, Sneaky. That was what should have happened beforehand nung may player tayo sa may exit. Tapos nag-push lang talaga yung QD towards EA. And look at this. Desperation now for QD to find a possible pick-off without a lot of blood in their own name. And I like the position for ALG. Look at that, Steve. Lahat sila forward approach to a point nakita nila lahat ng pwedeng pagpasukan dito ng QD.
Yun nga, steady lang para dito sa Alliance Gaming. 3 players on the B site for QD but still hard part to clear, no? QQ has been good on these peaks. Yotib, spray down. Yobs will get the finish pero hindi pa fully taken over itong B site. First pick pa lang yan. Pero madami pang kailangan i-clear dito yung QD.
This might not be a good push for Vincent, pero I think they're aware!
What?
And he just gets a beautiful kill towards Nukin. And they're controlling the map now. 2 players left for ALG. Meanwhile, QD handang-handa sa puwersa, pero K Cedric says otherwise. Froze enters and also falls down. It's all up to K Cedric himself in a 1v3. Maiipit na siya, Sneaky Z, curve, lahat manggagaling na delubyo in play. K
Uy,
Cedric
C4!
finds the C4, pero wala, hindi umikot ang ulo ni K Cedric.
Still laughs in the faces dito ng QD pare, despite them being down by a lot. Gotta keep the mental going, gotta keep the belief going para nga dito sa BL side natin na mapa. Now the right picks are being found on the side of QD, pero alam ba nila na merong apat na paparating dito sa B side? Al QQ, Del QQ executing Yotib, and Yotib immediately pero sinukan mahuhulog all the sudden. 3 versus 3, we go even dito sa round.
That was pretty concerning for both sides. Could have gone both ways. But everyone's scrambling all around the map. Sneaky, I think we're back in a puggy kind of game. LQQ will be spotted out. Here in mid, Froze will find one. Ang daming nangyayari pero magkikita pa rin tayo dito sa may pillars. Froze knows nandito si Vincent, but Vincent faster with the trigger. K Cedric left alone again, pero this time, Sneaky, it's a 1v2.
Yun lang. And it's too late in the round to assume na nakastay lang dito si K Cedric sa A, no? So hindi pa talaga fully sure itong si Vincent na pwede na nila makuha yung round na to. But Justin will be passed by dito sa CB. Vincent looking front, back, and center. Pero mali ba yung pick mo? Papunta kay K Cedric. It's actually the random timing that catches him off guard. Querdas wanting to extend the story of this series, pare. The Dark Horses want to keep going.
QD, you can feel it that they are now a little bit in control. And balik tayo sa default plays. Finally, these two teams looking like pro teams, not like puggy play styles. But mukhang it's the same kind of scenario.
Double storage B though. Kailangan nila maging careful.
Yep. Oh, leg shot. They don't know though na hindi to si Nuken. They expect na isa lang sniper right now for ALG, I think. That's just RQQ, pero 2 players low for QD. RQQ also low.
Tingnan ko na yung nade lineup yata. Well, tama yung nade lineup. Just so happens na wala yung low player dun pare.
Saan ang pwesa si K Cedric?
Where is K Cedric, bro? I think he's andun sa taas. What is going on? I forgot. That small lip. That small lip. Hindi na-try ni KLP na boost sa compound din. Oh my goodness me. And I finally see it. Rose will get to Justin. Does not us yet. Nuken. Nakita na ka si Justin, but still 2 versus 2 polar. This could be for the game.
This might just be it. 1 minute left. Smokes a lot of utils now thrown towards EB. And what a retake this would be kung ALG matatapos na ngayon dito on round number 17. K Cedric, Yotib needs to reload. Rinig! Yotib doesn't know. K Cedric. Pero parehas sila magagaling dito ngayon sa may pillars. K Cedric ngayon. Waiting for the flash. No, I think he's just going in. Both players overwhelming na yun lang. USP out. 1v1. Vincent, it might be fine for QD. 14 seconds. Vincent playing with the time. Vincent found out. There's time. ALG might just be here at pinatahimik. Wala na atang ngiti sa mukha ng QD.
And there it is, K Cedric. Nakita ko yung, narinig ko or nakita ko yung sinabi niya kanina on cam. Just like what I said, I could read lips. And it seems like he's getting tired of all the dances dito ng QD. Alliance salsaing their way to a win dito sa new compound. And Alliance Gaming regain their title of the Dark Horse dito sa ating group stage. Man, ang daming twists and turns itong mid-table natin. Sino ba talaga magaling? QD, Matches, Alliance, bro. We do not know, pare.
Sneaky. You called it at the last stretch na yun na ata yung retake na magpapatapos sa new compound natin. And for everyone out there, this is why you would always believe. Kahit na for QD, they could have, went into overtime. Pero for ALG, Believers are intact. Mukhang naikot yung pahina natin, Sneaky. Sila ngayon yung nag-make face doon sa laban natin. And the last laugh is in their own base. ALG, ang ganda na pinakita after that first set, pero QD really just couldn't close out. Might be the fatigue coming into play.
For sure. Last laugh is nasa iyo rin, Polar, no? Being the only right prediction dito sa buong panel and caster desk
Di ako
natin. So
umiti, di
you
ako
are
umiti.
definitely happy about it, though. That's for sure. Pero ang ganda ng ginawa nga ng Alliance dito. I feel like there is still those lingering problems pa rin ng
Meron, yeah, meron.
yun nga, no, the foundation is still obviously shaky, no? Pero it also serves a point na pag nabigyan mo talaga ng magandang simula, itong Alliance Gaming, you kind of give them the belief that they can just win the entire game, and it only really takes 1 or 2 rounds para makuha nga yung confidence na yun. And unfortunately para sa Querdas, that is exactly what Alliance got dito sa first half natin. And not just 2, pero 5 ang nakuha nila dito, pare.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, Sneaky, na talagang you called everything out. And it went into the way dito ng ating players for ALG na talagang first 3 rounds, they get it, they will get the win. But nonetheless, mukhang magsasaya muna kami dito ni Sneaky at ipapamukha ko muna yung 2-1 prediction ko. It's time for Salvatore and as well as Mochi sa ating panel. Kamusta kayo dyan?
Tuwan-tuwa talaga siya, no? Thank you so much sa ating mga casters and oh my. It seems like kung gaano kaaga at kung gaano kabilis naging sobrang saya nito ni Querdas, ganun din kabilis binawi ito sa kanila ng Alliance Gaming. And I couldn't vouch more, no? Sa sinabi ni Sneak na there are a lot of things na hindi na natin mabasa because it just shows the instability, no? May mga oras na sobrang powerful, may mga oras na mapapa-question ka ba't nila ginagawa yon. But I think that is the fun that we have dito sa ating mga teams after all.
Pili ko, Mochi, no, ginawa talaga itong predictions na to para pag-away-awayin talaga tayo. No? Kita mo talaga kay Polar ngayon na celebratory para sa kanya yung feeling nga na to. No? And same goes din naman for Alliance. Eh, no? Gaya nga na sinabi ko kanina, no, the stakes could never be more higher para sa Alliance para ipagpatuloy nga nila ang kanilang playoff journey. No? And it starts here with this run alone. Sabi ko, kailangan nga nilang ipanalo yung mga susunod nga nilang laban to even qualify as the number 6 seed. No? And debatable pa kung aabot pa nga sila sa number 5. But nonetheless, this is the game that could start Alliance Gaming's performance to jumpstart nga naman talaga ang kanilang gustong mangyari. No? And sabi ko, Mochino, kanina, no, the anchoring of Case Cedric and Froze is indeed the key to shut down Yetja and Yobs. At yun nga naman talaga ang nangyari. No? The early game, mas pumabor nga sa Alliance the moment na ume-entry nga sila sa A site. Kasi nga, no, Querdas is definitely playing for retake. No, nag-side switch naman tayo. They were putting the right players in the right position. You know, LB push mula kay Yetcha and Yobs. Na-counter kagad dito ni Froze. Froze, kailangan niya mag-rotate. Andoon si Froze sa loob ng B-side para mag-play. No? So, it's a complete arsenal of Alliance Gaming na kompleto nga naman talaga pagdating sa kanilang mga plays. No? And that's what you would want for a team na sabi ko nga, wants to play for playoffs nga naman. And definitely, yung new compound na yun na nagpasimula ng Liam dito for Alliance.
And I really appreciate din siguro yung discipline na existent din dito for Alliance, no? Kasi yes, meron mga lapses, pero the calls are definitely on point. Like, kaya sila nagsasabi, no, alam nila kung kaya sila magpupush, kaya sila mag-hold ng certain area, like yung sa pillars natin, allotting manpower depending on the spaces and the reads that they have, no, regarding the positions dito ng Querdas, which is usually minsan nagiging dead giveaway para sa kanila kasi ang bibilis masyado gumalaw at magparinig nitong Querdas. No, those types of micro information that they were able to actually use dito sa mapa yung compound man, grabe, talagang na-address ng maigi dito ng Alliance Gaming. Nice try for Querdas, no, because they started off pretty strong noon sa mapa ng ating Black Widow, but again, sometimes it's not even parang tama naman yung sinabi nila, no, na sometimes mamaya mag-overheat, napapagod, but also wala, yan talaga yung kailangan mo pagdating or kung gusto mo talagang makaabot sa ating playoffs natin bilang contender talaga.
Pero Mochino, Querdas is a definitely good example of one of the instances, no, na pag sumobra ka talaga sa paglaan ng utak, no, in the maps, feeling ko talaga yung punong dulo yung magiging sakit mo, no. And Querdas really played compound as if wala silang sinusunod, pero kailangan lumalaban pa rin tayo for the sake na kasi lalaban din yung kalaban. No? So parang ganun yung nangyari nga sa Querdas, whereas Alliance was trying to stick whatever playbook that they have. It was to send kay Cedric and Froze in the front lines, give them all the necessities para talaga maging madali at maging solido talaga yung kinatatayuan nga nila, and let the util speak for itself. Ginawa talaga nila lahat para mapatahimik ang pushing dito ni Yetja at ni Yobs, putting them in a negative KDA position. Yung flashes and smokes na binabato ni Vincent, hindi nga nagkakaroon ng daan dito ang Querdas for anything or even the delay. Kasi nga Froze and Alq combined forces para nga sa kanilang blacklist side. So kung makikita mo yung distribution nga dito, no, Querdas humabol pa nga sila ng onti sa first half, pero at the end of the day, it was the defense na pumalya nga dito, no, for Querdas when it comes to the post plant, at yung depensa naman sa Alliance ang naging mga pruweba nga dito para sila'y umangat. No? Just speaks, no, Mochi, na defense definitely wins games. Malakas ang retake ng Alliance, marunong umepensa dito ang Querdas, pero pag nakatinim na ang C4, tiba-tiba na sila.
And I really like that we definitely acknowledge that one, no? Both in the Casudes and dito sa panel, when it comes to the defense dito sa mapa ng new compound natin, malaki talaga yung kalamangan dito ni Alliance Gaming. Kaya naman congratulations for Froze, no? Kasi tignan mo naman, no? Oh, pa sila kay Katie. Actually, wala din pa silang age, yung mga headshot per kill natin, smoke per kill natin. Ang importante talaga is when it comes to securing all the necessary kills dito, talagang nagagawa ni Frozen na maganda. And especially, I feel like that also plays part din in terms of the quite of shaky na body system na meron dito for Querdas, kasi a lot of moments na nakikita natin nag-audition sila when kahit naman talaga na hindi dapat, no, which is quite unfortunate, pero again, there's always room for learning.
Parang ano yun, the contrast of this tournament, Mochi, very much sums up kung ano nga ba talaga ang competition na meron tayo sa Seamasters, no? Kahit talunin ng Querdas ang Fervid 2-0, pero when it comes to pushing it to set 3, Querdas just crumbles to a team like Alliance Gaming who's way below ating playoff seed again, no? And ganoon naman talaga, no? Every match is definitely unpredictable, and so does our expectations, no? Na-shatter nga naman talaga, and would you have believed it, our match MVP who was definitely a dark horse na babalik sa kanila yung titulong yun, Mochi, no? Alq, who was overlooked for the first 2 sets, pero kita mo nga naman talaga ang naging epekto niya, no? Once we hit you compound, he was hitting shots like never before, at talaga naramdaman ng Alliance Gaming yung impact na meron talaga si Alq, no? Every time that there is a certain movement wala dito sa side ng Querdas, nandun na si Alq, pulidong-pulido at handang-handa. Sabi ko kanina pa lang sa Black Widow, he was the one trying to create space for himself and for his teammates, at kaya niya nga gawin yon with the sheer will nga naman. At hindi siya takot. Actually, hindi siya takot kumuha talaga ng mga dudes dito, no, na kahit nga ba may util sa harapan niya, he is willing to put himself on that risk. Nakita mo naman, no, the effect of it pushed everyone para talaga maging katulad ni Alq, no? Sumubok at sumubok, kaya gumana talaga ng gusto ang Alliance. Kaya congratulations kay Alq sa kanyang MVP.
Tsaka pwede na rin natin idagdag doon, no, yung fact na sobrang flexible niya and decisive sa kung saan siya dapat pumunta, no. Always right on time ang pagsangguni dito ni RQQ. If it's not about the first blood or the first pick na meron dito, well, Matix by the end of a round, maaasahan mo siya. Well-deserving of this title naman nga talaga itong si RQQ, no. And I do think that we will have a chance in order na makapanayam natin to ating match MVP as well. Kaya naman, ipakilala na natin IQQ. Welcome dito sa ating interview desk. Hindi natin kita si IQQ.
Atras ka, boss.
Hello
Yeah.
po,
Sayang.
hello po.
Sayang ang puno ng mukha natin, bossing, no. Atras ka pa, bossing. Kasi atras ka pa. Yan, solido, no. Boss Alq, congratulations. Napakagandang performance laban nga sa Querdas. Kita naman kanina, no, na parang pinagtitripan lang talaga kayo ng Querdas. Kalaminin mo man sa hindi, no. Pero yung Black Widow na yun, makakalimutan nyo nga naman kaagad, no. Pero binaliktad nyo in
Parang nawala ata
Naglag.
yung kasama ko. Pero
Nawala.
tutuloy ko na lang yung tanong niya, no? So, parang yung umpisa, di ba, pinagtitripan kayo ditong si Querdas na nagmamalikot. Pero after that one, biglang na bawi niya siya in a reverse sweep. LQQ, anong nangyayari sa mindset natin sa buong team after or during yung mga nangyaring yun?
Ano po, pagpapalakas ang loob po namin sa mga nakakalaban namin.
So parang naging lakas ng loob nyo yung pag-i-emote nila pag nakikita nyo sa
Opo.
podcast. Alright. Wala, lagi pa rin ako. Sige, second question, LQQ. May I ask, sino yung serve as an anchor sa inyong team dito, no, sa mapa ng port and as well as new compound? Kasi biro mo, nakita natin not only you but everyone, specifically itong si Nuken, si Lafroze, no, na talagang nag-pop off din sa mga mapa na yon.
Kaya may
yung
ingay, hindi ko
naging,
marinig, gago.
basis nyo or parang naging factor nyo para gawin ang ating mga operation sa dalawang mapang yun?
Tanga, di ko maintindihan. Ingay nyo. Ano? Apa.
Alright, seems like there were some technical difficulties going on. Pero RQQ, any message para sa lahat ng mga sumusuporta sa inyo?
Salamat nga po pala sa mga sumusuporta sa amin. Tapos shoutout po sa pamilya ko, sa teammates ko, sa jowa ko po.
Alright, thank you so much RQQ, congratulations. And we do hope na makita pa namin ang Alliance Gaming na sumakses dito sa mga susunod nating mga laban. Alright, no, it seems like yun nga, no, parang yung naging primary nung pinaghuhugutan nila ng lakas ng loob dito kung bakit daw sila nakabawi doon sa ating mga dalawang mga mapang naiiwan, talagang yung pangungulit din ni Querdas mismo, no, using that as fuel para magpursige lalo.
Sobrang lapit, no, Mochi? Nagiging alanganin na yung internet ko dito kung ano-ano na nangyayari. No? Ganun talaga kalakas ang epekto dito ng Alliance sa pagbabago ng landscape ng ating tournament. No? And Alliance Gaming definitely shattered the expectations. Sinira nga nila dito yung momentum ng Querdas and many emotions will be invoked nga naman sa ating susunod na week. Very crucial week number 4 para nga dito sa Querdas para mapanatili nga nila yung pwesto nga nila dito. Same goes for Alliance. Pero Mochi, enough about Alliance Querdas kasi tapos na yan no? Tapos na yan. Pas na yan. Dito tayo sa present. Dito sa ating set number 2. May pinaguhugutan na galit dito ang Perbid at ang kanilang susunod na hadlang nga dito is going to be none other than Mages. And I just know, Mochi, yung sniper matchup pa lang na yan, dyan pa lang init na. Pero paano pa kaya, no? Yung ating Battle of the IGLs is going to be absolutely insane.
That is for sure, no? Can't wait kung magkakaroon nga ba ng retribution arc itong si Fervid after the slump that they've suffered upon from yesterday, or itutuloy lang ba ni Matches proving everyone wrong and winning forward? Malalaman natin yan pagkabalik natin.